If you want to go, you can go now.
No, when we start.
Yeah. But go on the air now.
We're on the air. Jeff, you're on the air.
The rest of the wrestlers stay on the floor.
I'd like to welcome you tonight to Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Portland, Oregon. This is the final round of the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires Class 4A Wrestling Championships.
There is a line of men over there in our Wrestling Hall of Fame that built wrestling in the state of Oregon. As I call their name, they are a Wrestling Hall of Fame members.
This is
I
also
would
financial
like them
sound,
to
so
step out and raise
take it
their
off and put
hand.
the mic up when you're not talking to
Mr. Keith Bassett, Mr. Paul Hall, Mr. Bob Lazar, Mr. Ron Calhoun, Dr. Mike Clark,
Who's in the first bout?
Mr. Kurt Davis, Mr. Jerry Gilly,
That would be my wife if it's anyone.
Mr. Randy Downs,
City, they want it more.
Mr.
These
Ron
city kids are just
Finley,
spoiled.
Which one's city?
I don't know.
Mr. Jim Gadbury,
The biggest high school in the state.
Mr.
Oh,
Lawrence
Westview, I'm
Braun,
thinking of. Yeah. Oh, that's my guy.
Mr. Gary Head,
go on the air, but it's supposed to be on the air.
Mr. Chuck Holliday, Mr. John Horn, Mr. Mickey Hurley,
So they need to be aware of what they're saying right now. Yeah.
Mr. Gordon Jarman,
The mics are hot.
ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Ginger Lyle, Mr. Fred Lucas, Mr. Russ Miyake, Mr. Jay Miller, Mr. Burrow Miller, Mr. Vern Olson,
We are so going to have another show with
Mr. Jim Phillips,
you. I challenge.
Mr. Tom Phillips, Mr. Roy Pittman, Mr. Pete Russo,
He just went on the air about 30 seconds ago. Okay.
Mr. Tony Russo,
Thank you, Phil.
Mr. Lamont Simons, Mr. Rick Wallace, Mr. Wayne Van Berger,
Yes, I thought I was waiting for another
Mr. Dick Weisbrot,
Bob's just nervous to say it.
our man of the year runner, Mr. Casey McAllister, and ladies and gentlemen, our inductees for the 2012 year. They will receive their awards on April 7th at the Hall of Fame banquet. Welcome, please, Mr. Gary Bowden,
It's on. It says it's streaming.
Mr. Steve Woods, Mr. Buck Davis,
Both of them.
Mr. John Zura,
5A
and our man of the year, Mr. Joe McFarland. Ladies and gentlemen, again, a nice round of applause for your Oregon Wrestling Hall of Fame members.
It's the correct show number.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started. Wrestlers, you're excused from the floor. Take your seats. Hall of Fame members, we have a place for you to sit. Officials, you can start your procedures. Cable crews, take your place. And stat girls, again, thank you for doing all the work.
I was there.
Two groups, one from Oregon City High School doing all the paperwork in the back room. One from David Douglas doing all the lab work. A group from Centennial doing it great job with the girls, and then several ladies, over 75 of them taking place in March, helping us run
Then I
this
took this.
tournament. We are very thankful
Right here on the hand and
for all their
three.
work.
It's a super creeper servo.
As you look at the layout,
Slam it.
okay. Mat number
This is-
1 will be down on the south end.
On your handle,
That's the end with
there's
the
3
American
presets for
flag.
zoom.
Mat number 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cradles
With
it.
the mat number 5 on the north end. The 6A will be on mat 5. The 2A, 1A championships on mat 4. The 3A on mat 3. 4A on mat 2. And the 5A on mat 1.
I just say I'm used to a switcher where
Just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get it started.
okay.
Yeah, just
I think so. I think so. It's a little weird, Phil. No.
Table crews, we need you to take your place, please. Table crews, please take your place.
Well, at least there's one good thing, is if I do screw up on the score, I can always fix it. You know? Now, are you gonna keep tally on your own, or what do you got here? Sorry.
I keep my own
There, by the
score
way,
sheet
so I
for
can
individual
keep track of the team scores as we go.
And then Rich is trying to keep a running total of the team scores.
Oh.
So that you know if somebody passes somebody for a trophy.
Oh, sure.
Championship.
Okay, and some more stuff that you can put on here to your might be ready for dead space.
Well, he said that we don't have to fill in between, that we can go ahead and just say you're watching OSAA TV, and then we can just leave it off until a minute or so before the next match.
Yeah, and it sounds like I'm running at least one commercial in between. So. Rivet. My Saturday night here. I don't know. That's right.
all I need to know is who the green ball is.
We'll be able to see the scoreboard. It's on the ankle.
Yeah, it's on the ankle, but I still don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, our procedures tonight.
Once I see which singlets Henley's wearing tonight, I'll know right as soon as I see him.
After the 120-pound matches, we will award 106, and every match after that, we'll make an award.
So yeah, that's all we want. Sitting on that. I'm glad my daughter starts to cross with something else. Starts doing something with the guy was okay.
Yeah, the press. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
That's on. But they're still part of that.
It's all right. There's a security at the other
Yeah,
end.
mine hasn't even gone colored yet. I'm still.
SEC wrestlers, I suppose,
She's
will
gonna get
start.
us an option. Yeah. She's got good grades.
Officials are ready.
Awesome. I don't even know where mine goes. Right to the workplace.
At least we don't have the two guys from the same team thing going on at all tonight. That's always a mess.
The name tags for the wrestlers will be on the score stand that's on the floor. That little apparatus there we call the Lazy Duncan. designed by Mr. Delance Duncan of David Douglas High School, and a long-time wrestling coach in the state of Oregon. He designed that, and we appreciate all those efforts. There are 2 clocks on the floor. They are in conjunction with each other and readable from both sides of the map.
Yes. Okay, so. Just a minute. Yeah, just a minute.
Mat ladies, let's bring out the 106-pounders. On mat number 1, Matt Hopenbradel of Dallas versus J.T. Ayers of Mountain View. On mat 2, Tyler Scott of Henley versus Caleb Weinbarger of Mazama. On mat 3, Hans Rockwell of Riverside versus Cody Brown of Willamina. On mat 4, Quentin Huff of Hosanna Christian versus Joe Fine of Oak Ridge. And number on mat 5, Casey Coulter of Grants Pass versus Devin Poppin of Orange City.
Welcome to Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Portland, Oregon. This is the final round of the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires Class 4A Wrestling Championships. I'm Jeff Drum, and welcome to coverage of the 4A Championship mat. We have a good program in store for you tonight, 14 matches, a tight team race to keep you posted on as we go. Cascade and Hanley fighting it out for first place. Sweet Home and Crook County in a very, very close battle for third place. Henley will have most of their points tonight in the lower weight classes. They have wrestlers in 4 of the first 5 matches, where Cascade strengths will come later on in the evening. Cascade currently is 11.5 points ahead of Henley. Each winner of tonight's matches will get a minimum of 4 points, with bonus points awarded for major decisions and falls. Our first match of the night, the wrestlers are coming out 106 pounds. We have Tyler Scott, a junior from Henley. He is 4th in the state from last year. He is the champion of Special District 3 from Henley High School down in Klamath Falls. His opponent tonight, Caleb Weinbarger, also from Klamath Falls at Mazama High School. He is a freshman, the first freshman state finalist in the history of Mazama High School. He's a member last year of the Oregon Middle School national team. Scott of Henley with the red ankle bands, Weinbarger with the green. These two are wrestling for the 3rd time in 3 weeks. They're members of the Skyline League. Scott winning that medal. And then again last week at the Regional 3 tournament, Scott also coming out on top there. So this will be the third match in the series. And we're wrestling in the 2012 Wrestling Championships. Scott in quickly, in on the leg. Weinberger defends by pushing on the head, but now Scott has that leg elevated, gets a trip, gets in behind. There's the first takedown of the match. 2-0 in favor of Tyler Scott. The wrestler's out of bounds, back to the center. Scott is in the lighter blue signet with the big gold H on the right side. Weinberger in the darker blue as they go back down to the mat. To get to these finals tonight, Tyler Scott has a pin over Blake McNall of Gladstone in the first round, beating Tyler Schilling of Sweet Home 12-1 in the quarters, and this morning defeating Francisco Barrera from Ontario 9-0. Caleb Weinberger beat Wyatt Finch of Gladstone 11-4 in the first round. In the quarterfinals, winning by technical fall over Justin Nicholson of Sweet Home, and winning his semi this morning 8-7 over Trayton Leibold of Crook County. Scott leading 2-0 with 1 minute to go in the first period. Been controlling the match from the top since about the 20-second mark here in the first period. Working on the wrist now. trying to find a way to tilt Weinberger to his back.
Versus Caleb Weinberger from Mazama. Tyler Scott is the #1 seed at 106 in the 4.
Tyler Scott is the #1 ranked wrestler in the state this year at 106. He has been defeated only 3 times. And all 3 of those times were at major tournaments. The Sierra Nevada Classic down in Reno, the Research Tournament in Hillsboro held a couple of weeks ago, and he was 3rd in the Tim Brown Tournament, which is in Modesto. It's about a 64-team tournament in Modesto, California that Henley attended this year. And we've come to the end of the first period. Scott in the lead, 2-0. The choice goes to Weinberger to begin the second period. He chooses to put both wrestlers back on their feet. And here we go. Scott not wanting to tie up, staying at a distance and then trying to shoot from the legs, as you can see there. Now catches Weinberger in the front headlock. Will not be 2 points unless he finds a way to get behind and in control. Still, basically, he's trying to dump Weinberger onto his hip and then come around behind. And Weinberger makes his way back to his feet, but not for long. Now Scott coming around behind. He's got the leg. And there's the 2. Takedown for Scott, 4-0. Now the score with 1:10 remaining in the second period. Weinberger works his way back to his feet. Scott, though, still in control. Now Weinberger pops an arm out. If he can get his head out from where it is right now, come behind, he'll score the 2-point reversal. And there it is. 2 points for Weinberger. It's 4-2 with 40 seconds remaining in the second period here in the 106-pound final. Scott now trying to work his way to his feet. Dumped back to the mat by Weinberger, trying to run the tilt. "15 seconds to go in the second period. 4-2 is still the score. Now coming out again on the switch, trying the Granby roll. Weinberger just rides through it, basically. And we're done with the second period with Weinberger still in control, but Scott leading the match. 4-2, Scott from Henley. And Scott starts the third period in the down position. Weinberger again, trying for the tilt. There it is once again. Again, unsuccessful. Still no back points being scored. Once again, trying the switch. Stopped by Weinberger. 1:25 though remaining in the third period. Weinberger's going to have to find some points somewhere to win this match. Now again, he's on the wrist. One minute to go in this final period. It is still 4-2. Tyler Scott, the junior from Henley, still in the lead. The referee stops it due to stalemate. Scott back down. 55 seconds remaining in this match. Some point, Weinberger's going to have to try something dangerous to score some back points, or he's going to lose this match. Again, trying to roll Scott onto his head. Still putting pressure down on that head, but that's not going to score many points. And now dumped to his hip. It's a reversal. Reversal for Scott. He's got control of the leg and the arm and is now scoring back points as well. 2 back points. 2 back points for Scott. The score now 8-2 into the last 10 seconds of the match. Scott still considered in control here. And now a reversal for Weinbarger at the end, but that's not going to be enough. And your 2012 106-pound 4A champion is going to be Tyler Scott, the junior from Henley High School. 4 big team points for Henley in the 106-pound match. Tyler Scott, your champion at 106. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching OSAA.tv.
Your state champion, Coulter Grants Pass.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from US Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. US Bank.
That's a list of the officials for each weight if you need it. No, we don't. You go up right.
Score bars across the top. Score bars across the top. Give a little bit more room. And it fits to have the ref in there. The ref's a good thing to have.
22 seconds remaining. Back to the center.
Okay, who's which color here?
Still no points award.
Bresser is red, and Wenland is green.
We're ready to move on to the second weight class. Oh, we still have 22 seconds left. 22 seconds left on mat 3.
For those of you following along online, we are waiting for the 3A 106 match to end. There is about, looks like 20 seconds left there. Once that's done, we'll begin our 113-pound final.
Riverside becomes the state champion as a freshman.
Holmes Rockwell of Riverside. Freshman and the state champion.
We're about to go on here now with our 113-pound final. The second of 3 consecutive Henley wrestlers, Zechariah Bresser. Zach Bresser was 3rd in the state last year here in this tournament at 112 pounds. His opponent, Donald Wendland, a sophomore from Estacada High School. These two have met once. It was last year in this state tournament. Zach Bresser won that match by a technical fall. They have not met this year. Pete Lucas, the head coach for Henley. The head coach up at Estacada is Jimmy Grohowski, and we're on. And right away, Zach Bresser is a very quick young wrestler. Right in on the head. Using that head, getting right in on the leg. And out of bounds, though, with no takedown. A lot of action from Bresser in the first 15 seconds of the match. Wendland is in the green singlet once again. Bresser in the blue with the gold H on the side. A nice stack takedown, and right away we go to back points for Bresser. He's got Wendland on his back, trying to score 16 points here for Henley. He's got the leg, he's got the head, just waiting for the fall, and there it is! We are done here, 46 seconds into the first period. Zach Bresser of Henley is your state champion in the 4A division at 113 pounds. 6 big team points for Henley there. And for those of you keeping track of the team scores, Cascade's lead over Henley is now down to 1.5 team points in the race for first here in the 4A division. We're going to go on break here for a couple minutes. You are watching OSAA.tv.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab store.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Do they get to choose?
No, the referee too, but he'll be wearing a green suit. He'll be green, I guarantee it.
Like green wristband?
Yes. He'll be green all the way.
Yeah, you're in the second round right now. 35 seconds left. we just have a wrestler for Henley?
This is the older brother.
Categories. 106-pound finishers. You need to make your way to the award stands. Riders pick up an 8-6 lead on mat number 5. Still 1 round to go, 1 round and a half minute.
So right now, team scores Cascade 179.
Henley 177 and a half. Sweet Home 144. Crook County 141. That's the only 4 you care about.
I'll just do the top 2. If I put it on there, I'll point to it because it'll be right there. It'll be that line and everything. Your wife will like it. I just put your name on the screen.
106 pounders. 106
right, that's the guy pinned the guy.
Placers, please go to the east-west side of the arena to sit in the chairs. All 106-pound place finishers, please go to the chairs over on the edge of your mat.
Technical term for it. When you win by fall when you pin somebody. You have, okay, let's see if you can find it. Go Google Intermat Wrestling. High School.
106-pound finalists, would you please go to the chairs outside your mats, representing your division.
And then we'll click on 120 and see if the wrestler's still there or not.
Has a 2-0 lead with 1 minute left in round 3. Willamina in the lead. Ryder still leading 11-8.
A lot of people on the phone.
Points of Nissa in the team standing.
Our next match tonight, 120 pounds. This, one of the most highly anticipated matches of the night. Two of the best wrestlers in Oregon on the mat. Once again, we have a wrestler from Henley. This is Ronnie Bresser, the older brother of the boy you just saw win the 113-pound championships. He is a defending state champion. And his opponent, Colton Schilling from Sweet Home, is a two-time state champion. Both these wrestlers are juniors, and Bresser quickly in on the legs. A quick takedown, out of bounds they go. Ronnie Bresser getting the jump right away. A 2-0 lead, and he's going to put Schilling right back on his feet. 2-1. This is the third time these two gentlemen have wrestled this year. The first time at the Oregon Wrestling Classic in Redmond in January. Ronnie Bresser won a 4-1 decision. The rematch happened at the Research Tournament of Champions a couple of weeks ago, where Schilling, with a late takedown, won a 2-0 decision. Two wrestlers working on the edge of the mat. Don't know that Bresser will be able to get in on Schilling's legs again like he did that first time. Wrestlers tie up in the middle. 2-1. Bresser leading this match with 1:15 to go in the first period. Ronnie Bresser has been to the Fargo National Freestyle Championships several times. He was a 2011 folk style national champion and a 2011 Greco-Roman national champion, national runner-up in freestyle. All those tournaments happening in North Dakota. And all Colton Schilling is trying to do is to become a 4-time state champion. He's accomplished that state championship twice already, going for his third. One of the ankle bands falling off. Take a quick little break here. There's 48 seconds remaining in the first period. Bresser leading 2-1. Getting a quick takedown. Schilling charges in. Bresser tries to throw. Schilling dumps Bresser on his back out of bounds. It appears that the referee has given Bresser 2 points for that. Jim Phillips, our referee for this match, has given Bresser 2 points. Still not entirely sure why. Bresser is being attended to by the coach. Each wrestler gets a 1.5 minutes of injury time during a match. Because this injury was caused by an illegal move. If for some reason Bresser is unable to continue, he would in fact win the match. Hopefully that won't happen though. He'll be back up shortly. Don't think that throw was intentional by any stretch. And Bresser is back to his feet. He's going to walk that one off. And the match will continue. Bresser, it would appear, actually giving credit for a takedown there, because he's going to start here on top. Tries to sink a leg in as Schilling works his way to his feet. Now trying to tilt from the front, trying to tilt the head. Puts Schilling back onto the mat. All the weight from Bresser on Schilling's head right at the moment. Schilling now tries to step over. That's called a stalemate position or potentially dangerous, and will restart from the referee's position. 22 seconds remaining in the first period. Bresser leading 4-1.
Both the 120-pounders in the 6A division are non-seated wrestlers.
Once again, Schilling trying to make his way to his feet. Bresser trying to ride this period out. Now puts the legs in. He's working on the head. 5 seconds to go. It looks like Bresser's going to ride this out and not give up any more points. Although Schilling quickly to his feet. They try and roll out. Potentially dangerous once again. 1 second remains here in this first period. Ronnie Bresser of Henley leading 4-1. And they're going to actually call that the end of the first period. We start the second period now. with Bresser down. Quickly to his feet, quickly dumped to the mat. And a nice little scramble there. Bresser coming out on top, scoring the reversal now with a 6-1 lead. Give you a brief rundown on how these wrestlers made their way to tonight's finals. The short answer to that is a bunch of short matches. Ronnie Bresser pinning his first two opponents, James Bittner of Newport, Grayson Munn of Crook County, winning a tech fall in the semis. A Schilling now comes out on top of that scramble, scores the reversal, and we're at 6-3 with 1:20 remaining in the second period. In the semifinals this morning, Bresser scored a technical fall over Schilling's teammate Scotty Stockman, and now Bresser warned for stalling on the bottom. He's got to make some effort to get up. And in the referee's opinion, that's not happening. Out of bounds they go. We're at exactly 1 minute remaining in the second period. To get to this final, Colton Schilling pinned his first two opponents, Levi Graber of North Bend, Duke Hebden of Malala, both in under a minute, and won in the semis this morning 6-2 over three-time state placer McKinnon Buckner of Crook County. False start by the man on the bottom. That's just a caution. Takes 3 of those before a technical violation is called. Bresser now quickly to his feet. Schilling tries to lift, to put him back on the mat. Bresser gets the hands free, gets out. They face up, and that's a 1-point escape. We're at 7-3 now with 49 seconds to go. Schilling again, coming forward. They lock up at the edge. Bresser dances away from the Schilling shot. Out of bounds they go. Again, the wrestlers locking up in the middle of the ring. Bresser really trying to protect that lead. We're at 30 seconds to go here in the second period. He's leading 7-3. Again, it's mostly Schilling going forward. Bresser, though, very good defensive wrestler. Now he's staying where he's in a better position, trying to get in on the legs, and that's where the second period, though, is going to end with both wrestlers on their feet and Ronnie Bresser leading this match 7-3. We go now into the third period with both wrestlers on their feet. Schilling trying to pull the head down and take advantage of the loss of balance to come behind, but out of bounds they go. Now Bresser in on the leg, unable to lift it up though, and they're back locking up in the center. Again, Bresser holding that 7-3 lead. There's 1:25 remaining in this match. Bresser's been playing some very good defense here since about halfway through the second period. Again, Schilling now starting to get a little desperate, trying to throw Bresser to his back, charging straight in. Bresser has been warned once for stalling in this match. Now Bresser comes in on the shot, blocked by Schilling. He's got the front headlock in. Needs to get around behind, though, to score the points. He may not be thinking so much about coming around behind, but throwing Bresser straight to the back. Still no takedown awarded, and to the feet they go once again. Still 7-3, 45 seconds remaining here in this 120-pound final. They again lock up in the center. Bresser not so much trying for his own takedown, but just making sure he's not thrown, taken down to his back himself. And now in on the fireman, but no takedown on that. Another good scramble at the edge, 20 seconds to go. Ronnie Bresser trying to win Henley's third match in a row here at the beginning of these 4A state championships. Ten seconds to go. The two wrestlers going to end it on their feet. There's another stalling call against Bresser. That's 1 point for Schilling. That'll make it 7-4, but with 5 seconds to go, it's not going to matter. Ronnie Bresser getting his crowd to make a little noise. And that's going to do it. 7-4, the final score. Ronnie Bresser of Henley stops Schilling's attempt to win his third straight state championship, and that's number 2 state championship for Ronnie Bresser of Henley, and the third in a row for the Henley Hornets. And with that win, Henley now takes the lead in the team sweepstakes. They're at 181.5 with Cascade at 179. Excellent match, two tough wrestlers. Ronnie Bresser of Henley winning 7-3. This is OSAA.TV.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Miller. In fourth place from Mayo, Tyler Flint. In third place from Jervis, Ivan Gomez. In second place from Willamina, Cody Brown. And your 3A 106-pound champion from Riverside High School, Hans Rockwell. Mat number 2, your 4A placers. In sixth place from Newport, Josh Connor. In fifth place from Sweet Home, Justin Nicholson. Fourth place from Ontario, Francisco Barrera. In third place from Crook County, Drayton Leibold. In second place from Mazama, Caleb Weinbarger. And your 4A 106-pound champion from Henley, Tyler Scott.
The 4A placers at 106 pounds are up on the award stand at the moment. They're facing away from us, but we'll go ahead and recognize them at this time. The sixth place winner at 106 was Josh Connor, a freshman from Newport. Fifth at 106 was Justin Nicholson, a sophomore from Sweet Home. Fourth place, Francisco Barrera, a freshman from Ontario. The third place winner was Drayton Leibold, a freshman from Crook County. The runner-up at 106, freshman Caleb Weinbarger from Mazama in Klamath Falls. And the champ at 106, Tyler Scott, the junior from Henley High School.
From Westview, Joel Timmons. Fourth place from Tiger, Ian Rogers. Third place from Roseburg, Chad Jones. Second place from Oregon City, Devin Poppin. And your 6A 106-pound champion from Grants Pass, Casey Coulter.
Now the 126-pounders are taking their place on the mats. Down on mat number 1 in the 5A division, Alex Rich, number 1 seed from Crescent Valley. His opponent, number 2 seed, Houston Ezel of Churchill. At 126 pounds on the 4A mat. Mat number 2.
Our next match up here tonight, 126 pounders. We'll have Jake Stiegel, the senior from North Marion, and he'll be wrestling freshman Colbrand Meeker from Crook County High School. Randall will be in the green singlet with the yellow trim. Meeker in the black singlet from Crook County with the red ankle bands. Jake Stiegel is a actually now he is a 4-time state placer. He was 7th as a freshman, 2nd as a sophomore, and was a state champ last year at 119 pounds, if I remember correctly. He is undefeated on the season. He has not, however, wrestled Meeker from Crook County. As we begin this one, Randall quickly in on the double leg, lifts and takes Meeker down. That's going to be 2 for Jake Stiegel. His coach, Ford Stiegel, Kevin Keeney, and Dave Moore. The coaches at Crook County, Jake Huffman, Jake Gonzalez, Mike Schinkel, and Rob Bonner. Stiegel putting Meeker back up 2-1. Now in on the head quickly. Gets that head down onto the mat. Still working that front headlock. You want to throw the wrestler onto his hip just like that. And come around behind. Meeker, though, making his way back to his feet. We're at 125 in the first period. Stiegel leading the match 2-1. Now Meeker gets in on the single leg. Stiegel able to defend that with the sprawl. He's got Meeker's head down on the mat once again. And we're called a stalemate there by our referee for this match, Vince Fritzy. And we'll go back to the center. 104 remains in the first period. 2-1 in favor of Jake Stiegel. Once again, in deep. Gets inside, gets the takedown. Dumps Meeker onto his hip. It's 4-1 now. 45 seconds. Got that half Nelson in. Again, breaking Meeker down to the mat now. Meeker was on his feet, quickly thrown back down to the mat. Now back on the feet once again, but out of bounds they go. 22 seconds remain in the first period. Jake Stiegel of North Marion going for his second championship and leading 4-1. We have a caution for a false start there. Again, Stiegel keeping that head pressed down into the mat, trying to force it forward actually, to roll the shoulders up. Not going to happen here, and now Meeker to his feet. Can he get out with 1 second to go? No, he cannot, and the first period ends 4-1 in favor of Jake Stiegel from North Marion High School in Aurora, Oregon. Crook County, located in Central Oregon in Prineville. Stiegel will start the second period in the down position. He made his way to this final by defeating Kylie Atterbury of Sutherland, the only girl in this year's tournament. He pinned her in the first period. Won by technical fall over Spencer Crawford of Cascade in the quarters as he scores a quick reversal there, going up 6-1. Trying to run that armbar now. And finally giving up on that. It's going to put Meeker back on his feet. Out of bounds they go at 6-2. In the quarterfinals, Stiegel tech fall over Spencer Crawford of Cascade, and this morning pinned T. Nguyen of Klamath Union in the semis. Colbrand Meeker, the freshman in his first state tournament, pinned Darren French of Elmira in the first round, pinned Drew Owens of Tillamook in the quarterfinals, defeated Travis Bledsoe of Cascade 9-7 in the semifinals this morning. Meeker in on the shot. Randall easily able to get out of the way, and once again drives that head down with the front headlock. Meeker able to recover back to his feet. Out of bounds they go. Folks, you can order your souvenir DVDs of tonight's championships online anytime if you want one at prepfilms.com. Is Randall in on the single? The defense for that's called the Whizzer, which Meeker uses to get back to his feet with 45 seconds to go. It is 6-2 here in the second period of the 126-pound 4A final. Again, kind of a weak shot there. Randall sprawls, drives that head right back down again, spins around behind quickly, scores the takedown, 2 points for Jake Stiegel, 8-2. Now the lead.
Score for the redhead man down on mat number 1. That's
Again, driving that head into the mat. He's trying to get that head tucked in a little bit, drive him forward and get the shoulders exposed for the back points. 5 seconds remain here in the second period. 8-2 is the lead. And the choice goes to Meeker in the third period. Being on the bottom hasn't worked so well. He's going to try the top position. That's his choice for this third period. Quickly to his feet, quickly around front goes Stiegel. And once Meeker makes his way to his feet, that's an escape 1 for Stiegel. It is now 9-2. Quickly dumps Meeker onto his hip. In on the double leg, works up the body. Elevates, dumps Meeker down, and it's now 11-2. He's going to put Meeker back on the feet again. 11-3 after the escape. 1:20 to go in this match. Jake Stiegel, 4-time state placer, now starting to look more and more like a 2-time state champion. Once again in on the double leg to the body. Meeker down on the hip, which is where the takedown is scored. It's 13-3. Meeker once again trying to work his way to the feet. Out of bounds they go. 50 seconds remaining in the match. Once again, Meeker gets out. There are 35 seconds remaining in the match. It's 13-4. Stiegel in once again on that leg. Meeker's totally out of gas. Jake Stiegel able to get another takedown. 15-4. 15 seconds remaining. Jake Stiegel, North Marion High, going to end an undefeated season with a second consecutive state championship this year at 126 pounds. 15-4 is the score at the moment. And he's going to ride this one out. Back points even at the very end of the match, just momentarily, scoring 2 more points. Your final score at 126 pounds, 17-4. The champion at 126, Jake Stiegel from North Marion High School. You are watching OSAA.TV.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Takedowns for Cash. Jared Cash. match is over, we will make the presentation for the 113-pound weight class.
You know the team's colors because you have a pretty good idea who's going to be what before they get out there. Like on that one, I could have told you that Crescent Valley would be red. Depending if Georgia wears their red ones with their black ones. For the finals, they usually wear the black ones. So, what do we got over here? 14 to 10 with 12 seconds to go. Wait till you see 170 out here, though, when you see this front kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the 113-pound place winners. At mat number 3, for the 3A, in 6th place from Dayton, Adan Gutierrez. In 5th place from Riverside, Elijah Conlon. 4th place from Glide, Devin Freeman. 3rd place from Nissa, Omar De La Cerda. 2nd place from Colton, Ben Nordgren. And your 3A 113-pound champion from Willamina, Skylar Voigt. Your 4A place winners on mat number 2 in 6th place from LeGrand, Seth.
On the award stand now are the place winners at 113 pounds in the 4A. The 6th place winner was Seth Deviney, a freshman from LeGrand High School in Eastern Oregon. 5th place, Tyler Isaacson, a sophomore also from LeGrand. 4th place at 113 was Cody Wright, a junior from Henley. 3rd place, Joe Middaw, a sophomore from Yamhill Carlton High School. The 2nd place winner, Donnie Wenland, a sophomore at Estacada High. And Zach Bresser, the sophomore from Henley, the younger of the Bresser brothers, the champion in the 4A at 113 pounds.
5th place from Lebanon, Charlie Vendetta. 4th place from Eagle Point, Orlando De La Cruz. 3rd place from Dallas, Tyler Renfro. 2nd place from Hermiston,
We'll start a little early. We'll start a little early. You can put that in.
113-pound champion from Marshfield High School, Thaddeus Nelson. Down on number 1, your 6A place winners. In 6th place from Grants Pass, Zachary Nance.
I usually like to go down and check with the PA guy on the pronunciations, but I didn't get a chance to. That's the other one.
Sorry you're not getting the video card.
Yeah. Your award winners at the 113-pound weight class at Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
And your 6A 113-pound champion from Newburgh, Garrett Ryder. 2A 1A place winner at number 4, at almost 13 pounds in 4th place from Oak Ridge, Tristan Henderson. In 3rd place from Neocani, Matt Clayton. In 2nd place from Crane, Austin Rose. Batiste now champion from Culver High School, No Gonzalez.
Osterman or Osterman?
Osterman.
And now we welcome the 132-pounders. Heading down to mat number 6 and the 6A to mat number 5 and the 6A.
And we're just a moment away here from the 132-pound championships. This a rematch from the Oregon Wrestling Classic in Redmond a couple months ago, and the last Henley wrestler that we'll be seeing. This is Zorg Lustelay from Henley in the 132-pound weight class. And as you can see on the screen there, Henley has taken the lead in the overall team score here in the 4A. They have a 2.5-point lead on Cascade. This, however, is their last chance to put some points up on the board, and Cascade's finalists have not hit the mat just yet. Lustelay's opponent in the red singlet with the blue and white trim is Miguel Vasquez, a junior from Madras High School who was in this position last year, wrestling in the state finals. Zorg Lustelay wrestled in the state finals as a freshman at 103, was 8th in the state as a sophomore, and was not on the award stand last year, but has come back strong for his senior season. This is not the only sport in which Zorg Lustelay has competed for state championships. He was, in fact, the state cross-country champion in the 4A division as a junior last year. Good action on the mat. The first 20 seconds of the match, no score. The coaches at Madras, Ron Oliver, Jeremy DuPont, Sean Smith. The Henley coaches, Pete Lucas, Chris Henry, Ron Bresser, and Dan Vandehay. Again, the action at the edge. Vasquez unable to get in on the legs before going out of bounds. Lustelay won the last match between these two. Like I said, at the Oregon Wrestling Classic in Redmond in January, it was a 6-4 decision in that dual meet. One that Henley ultimately won. These two are the top 2 ranked wrestlers at 132 in the state. Lustelay currently ranked number 1. Vasquez number 2, as Vasquez now trying to get in on the shot. And Lustelay is warned for stalling here in the first period of a scoreless match. 40 seconds remaining. Vasquez has not had very good luck against Henley wrestlers this year. He also at one point wrestled Zach Bresser, who won the 113 championship and lost that match as well. Again, good action on the edge, but no scoring. 18 seconds remain in this first period. Lustelay now in on the single leg, dumps Vasquez to the mat, comes up on top, takes a 2-0 lead. And out of bounds they go. And Vasquez unable to get out at the end of the first period. Zorg Lustelay from Henley leading 2-0. By the way, I misspoke on Henley, this being their last opportunity for points tonight. Took a quick look through the brackets and realized their fine sophomore 182-pounder Philip Morgan will be wrestling a little later. So, sorry about that, as we begin the second period with a false start. Just to make it even more interesting, that match later on featuring Philip Morgan, he will be wrestling against a Cascade wrestler at 182. Vasquez quickly to his feet as the second period begins. Lustelay, though, able to dump him back to the mat. Vasquez gets his wrist free, works his way to a base. And Lustalay immediately gets control of the other wrist and puts him back down again. Very active on top to get to this final today. Zorg Lustalay won his first match over Zach Leonard of Paloma 13-0. Defeated Donovan Blake of Yamhill Carlton 11-0 in the quarters and had a first period fall this morning over Jake Fowler of Tillamook. So Lustalay has not given up a single point in this tournament. Miguel Vasquez to get to the final. Pinned Cody Prull here of Tillamook in the first round. Won 7-0 over Marcus Andrews of Cascade in the quarterfinals and defeated Johnny Vara of North Marion 3-1 in the semis this morning. Lustalay still on top. He's ridden the entire first minute of this second period. Like I said, has not had a single point scored on him, and now a stalling warning against Vasquez on the bottom. Each wrestler has received a warning. The next warning is a point for a technical violation. Vasquez still trying, has not even really made his way to his feet this period. Lustalay controlling the action from the top, staying up on his toes, keeping the weight on Vasquez. Again, dumping Vasquez back to the mat, quickly coming around behind. 10 seconds remaining in the second period. Lustalay has ridden this period out. And finally catches the cradle right at the end of the period, though, right at the very end. Will back points be scored? Yes, 2 back points scored at the end of the period. Zorg Lustalay going into the third period leading 4-0. Folks, if you want to know what's going on the other mats, not that you want to do that, just click over to any of the other windows on OSAA.tv. All 5 championship mats are being carried live right now. And as I look out over the building, they are, in fact, all being carried live right now. As we begin our third period with Lustalay on the bottom, he works his way to his feet. Vasquez dumps him to the mat. Always have to be careful during that move not to lock the hands. He's able to do it now. Lustalay has worked out, comes around behind, takes control, gets the reversal. It is now 6-0. 20 seconds gone here in the final period. And out of bounds. Called by the referee for this match. Dave Wilson is our referee. Lustalay now out to the side once again, trying to lock that cradle back in the center of the mat. Unable to do so, though. Still continuing with that good ride, though. Has not given up a point the entire minute. Finally, Vasquez, for the first time, makes it to his feet. And Lustalay has none of that. Puts him right back down, goes right back to work on the head again, looking to cinch the cradle in. 56 seconds remaining in this match. Zorg Lustalay of Henley with a 6-0 lead. Vasquez to his feet, he's out, he gets his escape. The first point surrendered by Zorg Lustalay this entire tournament, but it's 6-1 with 45 seconds to go. Vasquez tries the shot, Lustalay able to sprawl. If he can get his leg free, come behind, he'll score 2 points there. They continue to scoot, try it in the other direction and out of bounds, no points scored, still 6-1. Vasquez again in on the shot. Lustalay is able to sprawl, dump Vasquez to his hip. Again, needs to get that leg free and come around behind. Doing it's going to bring him. There's the takedown. 2 points for Zorg Lustalay will make it 8-1 with 12 seconds to go. Now, a little interesting strategy. If Henley wants the bonus team point, He can put Vasquez to his feet, take him down again. It would score an extra team point, but that's not the option that Lustele is going to do. He's going to be a two-sport state champion in the state of Oregon. Zorg Lustele of Henley winning at 132 pounds. An 8-1 decision. And 4 big team points for the Hornets. They've won 4 of the first 5 weight classes here in the 2012 OSAA 4A State Championships. You are watching OSAA.tv.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
20-pound champion from Henley, Ronnie Busser. At number 1, the 5A place winners. In 6th place from Eagle Point, Aaron Lorenz.
The 120-pound award winners are up on the award stand. That's quite the good-looking group of wrestlers there. The 6th place winner, Connor Finch, a senior from Gladstone High. Scotty Stockman, a senior from Sweet Home, in 5th place. Eric Nunez from Ontario, the 4th place winner. McKinnon Buckner, the senior from Crook County, the 3rd place winner. Colton Schilling of Sweet Home, the junior, in 2nd place. And Ronnie Bresser, the junior from Henley High School, your state champ this year at 120 pounds.
At number 5, your 6A place winners. In 6th place from Roseburg, Toby Dill. In 5th place from David Douglas, Jeremiah Baker. In 4th place from Westview, Ernesto Escobar. In 3rd place from Oregon City, Kyle Sether. In 2nd place from Sprague, Yasef Sorensen. And your 6A, 120-pound champion from Crater, Morgan Walters. 2A, 1A place winners at number 4. In 4th place from Neocani, Logan Romick. In 3rd place from Hepner, Jared Lemon. 2nd place from Nestucca, Valerie Silva. And your 2A, 1A, 120-pound state champion from Colbert, Tucker Davis. Your 3A place winners at number 3 in 6th place from Burns, Thomas Kane. 5th place from Illinois Valley, Danny Hill. 4th place from Davie, Michael Gentry. 3rd place from Nissa, Julio Mendez. 2nd place from Willamina, Josh Perry. And your 3A 120-pound state champion from Sheridan, Justin Acuff.
Coming into the 138-pound weight class. On mat number 5 in the 6A division.
And we are back with the 138-pound weight class. The green singlet and green ankle band will be Lucas Randall, the junior from North Marion, is the 2nd of our 2-time state champion juniors going for his 3rd championship. His opponent, Tyler Cowger, the junior from Sweet Home. You can see what that last match at 132, what effect it had on the team scores. Henley now holding a 6.5-point lead over Cascade in those team scores. Lucas Randall, the 2-time state champ, has lost 1 match on the year to a 6A wrestler. He was a state champ at 130 as a junior and 125 as a sophomore, moving up to the 138-pound weight class. His opponent, Tyler Cowger, in the white singlet from Sweet Home. He is 21-3 on the year. Was actually 2nd in his regional, losing in the finals to a wrestler from Staten. But he has wrestled really well in this tournament, making his way through to the finals. fact, he has pinned all of his opponents, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. Right now, though, we're getting the blood cleaned up from Calgary. Each wrestler has 5 minutes of blood time during a match. If at any time the referee sees the blood, he'll stop the match. The time runs until the blood is stopped. Then you have as much time as you need to clean everything up, and then out we'll go once again. Two wrestlers locked up in the center of the mat. We've wrestled 1 minute now, no score. Calgary again on the shot. Randall able to sprawl back. Ford Stiegel, Kevin Keeney, Jess Koenig, Dave Moore, the coaches at North Marion. Tyler Calgary, coached by Steve Thorpe and Tim Boatwright at Sweet Home. And now Randall gets the first takedown in on the double leg. Able to put Calgary to the mat, takes a 2-0 lead. Once again, the blood. Take a little bit of time here to get that cleaned up. You can watch the replay of tonight's championships anytime on demand at OSAA.tv. As we get this all cleaned up. It's a little bit of blood on the mat. Keith Grunberg is the referee for this match. Calgary looks ready to go, except now we have to clean Randall up a little bit. All this done, of course, for the safety of both wrestlers.
The only reason he's not is because his twin brother beat him in the championship finals his freshman year.
And we're back to action. Calgary quickly to the feet. Randall, though, puts him right back to the mat. Has a good grip on the head, on the leg. Kind of threw Calgary on top of him, though. Calgary now coming around. No points scored yet. Randall still trying to scoop, and does finally, ultimately come out. Well, still the scramble goes on. Neither wrestler really in control. Calgary now, though, with the leg. Randall defends by pulling up on the ankle. And it's kind of stalled out here on the side. No change as we get to the end of the first period. Quite the scramble there, Lucas Randall. Able to not give up the points, though, and we're 2-0 as we go to the second period. And back to the blood time we go, so we'll take advantage of that. Explain to you how these wrestlers made their way to the finals this year at 138. Tyler Calgary from Sweet Home pinned Spencer Bradford of Estacada in the first round. Pinned Cole Hannon, the number 1 seed from Brookings, in the quarterfinal. And then followed that up this morning with his third pin of the tournament, pinning Brendan Harkey of Crook County. Lucas Randall in the first round pinned Riley Dodd of Phoenix. In the quarterfinals, pinned Cade Hartley of Ontario. And this morning in the semifinals, beat Shane Shepard from Staten by a 9-0 score. Still getting Tyler Calgary cleaned up there. Looks like we're all good. The headgear comes back on. Randall will have the choice, and he will choose down to begin the second period, leading in this 138-pound match, 2-0. Quickly to the feet. Needs to peel the hands loose. Calgary, though, dumps him to the mat. In the scramble, Randall comes out with the best of it. Has the leg and the head, and gets the reversal and back points. Now turns it over. Still has the head and the leg. Calgary, though, finally able to make it back to a base, but 3 back points for Lucas Randall and a 7-0 lead. Scoring 5 quick points in the first 30 seconds of this second period. Calgary now makes his way to his feet. Randall lets him go, and we're at 7-1 in the middle of the mat. Once again, Calgary in on the shot. Randall defends by sprawling, catching the head. Calgary does still have the single leg, though. Now Randall able to break it comes around behind, scores the takedown. It's 9-1 with a minute to go here in the second period of this 138-pound final. Calgar making his way to his feet. Randall comes out front. Still controlling the leg. He's come out on top of just about every scramble in this match so far. 30 seconds remain in the second period. 9-1 is the score. And now Calgar is released. We're at 9-2 after the escape.
10-2 for Reyes on mat number 5.
And the second period in the books, 9-2. Lucas Randall from North Marion looking to become the second North Marion champion tonight. So far, all the champions of first 6 weight classes have either been from Henley or North Marion. Calgar starts the third period down. Once again, an example of Randall coming out on top of a scramble. Now puts that leg in. He's going to try to tilt. Basically do the crossbody ride, get a hold of that arm and just try and turn, expose the back to score the back points. Now we'll try and bring it to this side. He's got the leg over. Putting a lot of pressure on the lower back, but unable to turn the rest of Tyler Calgar. Keeping that head into the mat, keeps the leg under control, pushes the head down. He's trying to catch either a wrist or get that half Nelson in. Finally, the referee has seen enough of that, calls a stalemate. Back to the center we go. 1:06 remains in the third period. And that leg goes back in again. Calgar has really not been able to do anything this third period. Lucas Randall has just been wrapped around that leg. Doing that crossbody ride, trying to earn the tilt. Leading in this match 9-2. We're in the third period at 138 pounds. The idea, you just flatten him out, turn the guy over, grab the head, do what that's called a force half, where you push his head down, try and get under the arm and turn him, but with 10 seconds to go, it looks like Calgar is not going to get up. He's not going to get turned over. 5, 4, 3, and this one is going to end 9-2, 3 times. State champ Lucas Randall from North Marion. Junior Lucas Randall will have a chance next year to become a rare 4-time state wrestling champion here in Oregon. 9-2 the final score. You are watching OSAA.tv.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Hermiston.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
What's your guess on color? Green.
Tie, wraps up, trying to pull in on the legs, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and the takedown awarded to tie things.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the award stands for the awards at 126 pounds. Match number 1, the 5A award winners, presented by Mr. Robert Hungerford. In 6th place from Hermiston, C.J. Dirksen. In 5th place from Marshfield, Skylar Harvey. 4th place from Pendleton, Trevor Hancock. 3rd place from Cleveland, Max Freud. 2nd place from Churchill, Houston, Ezel. And your 5A 126-pound state champion from Crescent Valley, Alex Rich.
The 126-pound award winners are up there on the stand. Let's introduce them to you real quick. The 6th place winner was Ryan Middleton, a sophomore from LeGrand High School. Spencer Crawford, a freshman from Cascade, was in 5th place. 4th place, T. Nguyen, a junior from Klamath Union. The 3rd place winner, Travis Bledsoe, a junior from Cascade. Colbrand Meeker, the freshman from Crick County, was in 2nd place. Jake Stiegel, the senior from North Marion, your state champ at 126.
Back for your 2A, 1A award winners. In 4th place, from Glendale, Stephen Bodnar. In 3rd place, from Crane, Wyatt Clark. In 2nd place, from Niagani, Alejandro Quintana. Your 2A, 1A, 126-pound state champion from Culver, Jared Cash. At 3, your award winners. In 6th place, from Vale, Lane Cummings. In 5th place, from Illinois Valley, Brandon Parker. In 4th place, from Vale, Mario Ramos. In 3rd place, from Glide, Alex Holland. In 2nd place, from Dayton, Micah Cisneros. And your 3A 126-pound champion from Glide High School, Walker Damewood. Your 4A place winners on mat 2. In 6th place from LeGrand, Ryan Middleton. 5th place from Cascade, Spencer Crawford. 4th place from Klamath Union, T. Wynn. 3rd place from Cascade, Travis Bledsoe. 2nd place from Kirk County, Colbrand Meeker. And your 4A 126-pound state champion from North Marion High School, Jake Stiegel.
Moving on to 38 pounds. 138. Excuse me, 145 now. Move along a little faster than that. 145 down on mat number 5.
And we're back with our 145-pound championship. we'll get another look at a nationally ranked wrestler from Phoenix, Eleazar DeLuca. He is in the red and blue singlet from Phoenix High down by Medford. Ryan Dosler, the senior from Cascade, in the gold and black singlet of Cascade High in Turner, Oregon, near Salem. And 3 seconds into the match, we're at 2-0. Eleazar DeLuca with a quick takedown. Both these wrestlers are seniors at their respective high schools. And just like that, we're right into the blood time. DeLuca is a 4-time state finalist. He was second at 140 his freshman year and has been the champion at the 140-pound weight class the last 2 years. He and Dosler have met once before during the season at the Oregon Wrestling Classic in Redmond, where DeLuca won the match during that dual meet by a major 13-5 decision. DeLuca puts Dosler on the feet. That is an option now in high school wrestling. It is 1 point for Dosler. That does count as an escape. It is 2-1. Dosler 26-2 on the year. His only loss is actually 26-3. He's lost 3 times. Once to DeLuca, once to Tyler Cowger, who you saw in the last match, and once to a wrestler from Gold Beach. DeLuca with only 1 loss on the year, that coming early in the season in North Bend to a wrestler from Canby. Got a little equipment fix to do here before we get rolling once again. Ryan Dosler was a state placer as well last year. He wrestled in the finals at 130 pounds. In fact, we saw Lucas Randall in the last match, and that's who Ryan Dosler wrestled in the finals last year. So he goes from wrestling a 2-time state champ last year to wrestling a 4-time state finalist this year. Both these wrestlers won their respective regional tournaments last week. As we're back on the mat, and just like that, DeLuca comes out ahead of that exchange, and it's 4-1. Looks like we've got a little injury there, a possible meeting of heads there, unintentional of course, and that will start the injury time for Dosler. Again, each wrestler gets 1.5 minutes of injury time per match. They are unable to continue after that 1.5 minutes. The match is called due to injury default. Hopefully we won't have that here. It does look like they did meet heads in the middle. Concussions are always a real danger in the sport of wrestling, not to be taken lightly. The trainer has checked him out. And we're going to make sure that he's okay before we go on. Jason Lovell, the coach of the year in the 4A division at Cascade High. Looks like we're going to be all right here. Going to clean Ryan Dosler off. Start this match once again with 1:20 remaining in the first period. John Farmer, David May, the coaches at Phoenix. Mentioned before, Jason Lovell. He's assisted by Bob Bizard, Scott Bizard, Ken Bledsoe, and Casey Lovell at Cascade.
Joe Cox from Churchill makes a score of 5-1 in round 2.
Still cleaning Ryan Dosler off here. Looks like he got hit just above the eye, actually, I think is what happened here. It was a totally unintentional meeting of heads. That does happen sometimes with wrestlers. They both get the same idea at the same time, and the laws of physics kick in. Two bodies not being able to occupy the same space, and something has to give there. And it looks like we've got Dosler ready. DeLuca's ready. We put him back on his feet, which will make the score 4-2. And we're back to action with 1:20 remaining in the first period. The two wrestlers locking up at the edge of the mat. DeLuca pulling the wrist down, trying to bring Dosler off balance so he can scoot around behind, score the takedown. And a stalemate called by our referee, Tony Jones, our referee for this match. Again, DeLuca in on the shot, this time blocked by Dosler, able to catch the head on the way in, and back to the feet they go. DeLuca's been successful from outside here, not tying up, doing exactly that. Coming in on the shot, Dosler though, once again blocks. We're at 4-2 in the first period, 20 seconds remaining. And there, just a matter of bulldogging the man down, just basically shucked him by. Ends up on top, and DeLuca now leads 6-2 as the first period of this match comes to an end. The wrestler from Phoenix got to this final as the number 1 seed, pinning Dylan Hayes of Tillamook in the first round, winning a 10-3 decision over Colton Kohlmeyer, Dosler's teammate, in the quarterfinals, and winning in the semifinals this morning 18-7 over Travis Thompson from Banks. Ryan Dosler made it to this final by defeating Clark Woodward of Crook County 10-0 in the first round, beat Spencer Christie of North Marion 12-2 in the quarters, and pinned Alex Urea of Crook County this morning in the semis, as DeLuca started the period on the bottom, got a quick escape, and we're now at 7-2. Two wrestlers now, still tied up in the center of the mat. DeLuca now trying to work the front headlock for points. Actually lets up on it now. Stalemate called, and we're back in the center. 1:03 remaining here in the second period. Now DeLuca in, works from a single leg to a double. Dosler, though, able to sprawl, defend against the shot, and back to their feet they work. 45 seconds to go here in the second period of this 145-pound final. Stalling warning now called against Dosler, his first warning, and out of bounds they go. We are at 30 seconds remaining here in this second period. This match, of course, will have an effect on the top two team scores. Cascade currently sitting second in these 4A finals, 6.5 points behind Henley, as DeLuca works for another takedown with 20 seconds to go here in the second period. He's now leading 9-2. And it looks like DeLuca's going to ride this period out. Dosler makes one last attempt to squirm free. Not going to happen. We're 9-2 at the end of the second period.
Ladies and gentlemen, on
start round 3 with Ryan Dosler of Cascade in the down position.
because, ladies and gentlemen, he is our second four-time state champion from Long Beach High School, Quinn Johnson.
And DeLuca successfully riding out the first 20 seconds of the third period. He has a 9-2 lead. Once again, he is a two-time state champ, four-time state finalist. He won what's called the Triple Crown in Oregon 2 years ago, being the state folk style champion, which happens here, and then winning the state freestyle and Greco-Roman championships as well. And Dozler works to his feet, scores the escape at the edge of the mat. We're at 9-3 now. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go in this 145-pound final.
1 second to go, rides him out, and that'll do it. Drives hands across the way, rise to their feet cheering. As Jake Forrester obliges, there's a 2-1 upset. Top seeded Jay Lisney to take the
And Dozler now gets in on the single leg, works DeLuca to the mat, but DeLuca faces up. The wrestlers scramble out of bounds. 50 seconds to go, 9-3. Eleazar DeLuca of Phoenix in the lead in this match. And now in on the shot, in on the double. Dozler goes backwards. DeLuca scores another 2. We're at 11-3. 30 seconds to go here in the 145-pound final. The wrestlers work their way out of bounds. We'll bring it back to the center. Dozler quickly to his feet. And DeLuca lets him go. We're at 11-4. 10 seconds to go. Dozler trying to work for one takedown in this match. He's got it. We're at 11-6, but with 5 seconds to go, that's not going to be enough. Eleazar DeLuca from Phoenix High School, a 3-time state champion in the 4A division. 3-time state placer at 140 pounds, and when they got rid of the weight class this year, he moved up to 145, and now takes his third state championship. You are watching OSAA.tv.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said, "Come on in." They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn. There you go. And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
And your 6A 132-pound champion from McNary High School, Devin Reynolds. On mat number 4, presentation awards for 2A 1A place winners by Mr. Masa Miyaki. In 4th place from Lowell, Tanner Harvey. In 3rd place from Nebraska, Lucas Leslie. In 2nd place from Culver, Josu Gonzalez. And your 2A 1A state champion from Gold Beach, Alex Herrera. Mat 3 or 3A place winners presented by Mr. Steve Woods. In 6th place from Fulton, Brennan Olson. 5th place from Illinois Valley, Logan Miller. 4th place from Harrisburg, Josh Hendrickson. 3rd place from Illinois Valley, Gabe Miller. 2nd place from Nissa, Dallin Whitmer. And your 3A 132-pound state champion from Willamina, Brandon Miller. 4A state placers on mat number 2, presented by Mr. Charlie Anthony. In 6th place from Cascade, Marcus Andrews.
The award winners at 132 pounds are up there on the award stand. The awards being presented to the 4A wrestlers tonight by Charlie Anthony, who is a longtime coach in Ontario. The winners at 132 in 6th place, Marcus Andrews, a junior from Cascade. The 5th place winner, Johnny Vara, a senior from North Marion. Ty Harvey of Sweet Home, a senior, was 4th place at 132. Jake Fowler, a junior from Tillamook, 3rd place at 132. The 2nd place winner, Miguel Vasquez, a junior from Madras High. Zord Lustale from Henley, the senior, your champion, in the 4A at 132 pounds.
Andrew Dehart. 3rd place from Pendleton, Dylan Holcomb. 2nd place from Sherwood, Daniel Leonard. And your 5A 132-pound champion from Hermiston, Tyler Berger.
Down on mat number 5, we're moving into the 152-pound weight class for the 3rd match in a row. Roseburg pushes out Ian Thomas.
And we are back now with the 152-pound championships. Ryan Bullock from McLaughlin will be in the red ankle bands for this match. He is a senior from McLaughlin High School and a 3-time state placer. This is his first final, though. Cole McGann, a senior from Malala High School, will be in the green ankle bands. This is his 2nd trip to the state tournament and his 1st placing. And we're on. Both wrestlers in black singlets. McGann from Malala has the orange and white trim down the sides. Bullock from Mac High has the white band in the front of the singlet as we are working in the middle. Bullock changing elevations quickly, ends up behind McGann, takes him to the mat. That's the first 2 of the match, 2-0 in favor of Ryan Bullock. Now trying to tilt McGann onto his back. He's got control of the leg. Bullock still in control of the match in the middle. Has McGann down now. McGann starts to work to his feet, tries the Granby rollout, turns over, gets the reversal. 2 points for Cole McGann, and that ties the match up at 2-2 with 55 seconds remaining in the first period. And what works for one wrestler, Bullock tries himself, but unsuccessful. Out of bounds they go. The coaches at McLaughlin High, out in Milton Freewater in northeastern Oregon, are Lance Bullock, Bo Chester, and John Zerba. John Zerba just recently inducted into the Wrestling Hall of Fame. Cole McGann at Malala, coached by Anthony Keller and Adam Hayner. McGann still on top with 30 seconds to go, the 2-2 tie. Bullock now works his way to his feet, needs to release the hands, get himself free. McGann, though, elevates, returns Bullock to the mat. Bullock is the top-ranked 152 in the state by the Oregon Wrestling Forum. Cole McGann ranked number 3. Both of these wrestlers won their respective regional tournaments last week. And to get to this final, Ryan Bullock won by a pin over Ronald Allen of Tillamook in the first round, pinned Aaron Boatwright of Mazama in the second round, and in the semis this morning defeated Seth Sotelo of Hidden Valley by a 6-2 decision. Cole McGann pinned Jacob Klein of Klamath Union in the first round, defeated Tyler Rockwood of Crook County 7-4 in the quarters, and defeated Michael Hill in overtime this morning in the semis to get here. Bullock works the escape, takes a 3-2 lead, and now in on the double leg, well defended though by McGann. Good action there on the mat. Both wrestlers trying to get in on the legs. now, McGann, again trying to get in the stop. Gets the bear hug. Tries to get the throw, but Bullock has the head and arm. Takes McGann straight to his back. Although McGann scoots free. Let's see how the referee scores this. 2 for the takedown for Bullock. No back points. We're at 5-2 with 1:06 remaining in the second period. McGann able to work himself out of that head and arm situation. Bullock continuing to work now from the top. Quick switch though. McGann works himself free. Gets in on the front headlock. No points awarded for this yet. The referee waiting to see if they'll go to their feet and score an escape or if McGann can scoot behind and score a reversal. And they end up on their feet. That'll be 1. It's 5-3 with 30 seconds remaining here in the second period. Quickly in towards the ankles. Bullock. A nice quick move. The ankle pick. Gets the takedown points, taking McGann to the mat. And now tilts McGann to the back, but not long enough. You have to have at least 2 seconds to score back points. That was not long enough. Once again, though, trying that same tilt. The time ends in the second period. 7-3 is the score. Ryan Bullock from McLaughlin High in the lead. McGann tries the quick switch to get out as the third period begins. Bullock, though, putting McGann into some danger. Now getting out on the front headlock. McGann drives forward from his feet, catches the head. Trying to scoot around behind to score reversal points. He'll score at least 1 on this. It's just a matter of when the referee pays it. Still trying to see if that happens. Gets the reversal. He's got Bullock on the back, and now Bullock scrambles free, reverses back. We were at 7-3 before, and I guess the referee decided no points in all of that work. It was either going to be 9-5 or no points at all. Either way, same thing. Bullock with 1 minute to go with a 4-point lead in the match. Nice patience shown there by our referee to wait and see what happened. Tanner Hillier, our referee for this match. Wanted to see how the position would play itself out, and it played itself out exactly like it started, with Bullock on top. No false start there. The referee saying my bad on that one. And here we go. And now Bullock trying to elevate that leg and tilt McGann to the back. No success there, but Bullock still in control of this match, 7-3. And in the top position with 30 seconds to go. Trying to use that leg to drive McGann over. McGann able, though, to get back on the stomach. Actually, maybe even come out the front. He elevates the leg. Bullock defending by grabbing the ankle, and will stalemate it there with 10 seconds to go here in this 152-pound 4A final. Ryan Bullock just lifts the ankle. He's just going to hold on till the end of this match. And there it is, 7-3. Ryan Bullock from McLaughlin High School, your champion at 152 pounds in the 4A. 4-time state placer Ryan Bullock. You are watching OSAA.TV.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to your 138-pound place winners. Starting out at mat number 4 in the 2A 1A. In fourth place from Pine Eagle, Jaden Luberg. In third place from Central Land, Josue Avelez. In second place from Lowell, Josh Cardwell. And your champion from Gold Beach, Kyle Johnston. Mat number 3, 3A. In sixth place from Willamina, Brandon England. In fifth place from Nathan Tompkins. Fourth place from Harrisburg, Clay McClure. Third place from Glide, Garrett Short. Second place from Burns, Seth Nonnenmacher. And your 3A 138-pound state champion from Myrtle Point, Tanner Canaday. 4A on mat number 2.
And up on the award stand right now, the award winners at 138 pounds in the 4A. The sixth place winner, Spencer Bradford, a senior from Estacada High School. The fifth place winner, Brendan Harkey, a freshman from Crook County High. Fourth place was Shane Shepard, a senior from Staten. Third place, Cole Hannon, a junior from Brookings Harbor. Tyler Cowger, the junior from Sweet Home, the second place winner, and junior Lucas Randall from North Marion High, your winner at 138 pounds.
Sixth place from Silverton, Clancy Brady. Fifth place from Pendleton, Colt Glenn. Fourth place from West Albany, John Hesseltine. Third place from Sandy, Brandon Mowry. Second place from Pendleton, Piper McCallum. Your 5A 138-pound state champion for the fourth time from Hermiston, Joey Delgado. Mat number 5, your 6A place winners. In sixth place from McNary, Justin Lowe. Fifth place from McMinnville, Jay Navarra.
Lucky guess.
Fourth place from Grants Pass, Luke Collins. Third place from Redmond, Chance Lindquist. Second place from Roseburg, Brody Foz. Your 6A 138-pound state champion from David Douglas High School, Josh Reyes.
$160. 160 pounders now up on the mat in the 4A division. We have Francisco Saldana, our second McLaughlin wrestler in a row. He is a senior at McLaughlin High School in Milton Freewater. This is his first time in the state final match. He was a placer at state last year, only wrestling for 3 years. His opponent will be Josh Stanley, a senior from Cottage Grove High School, just south of Eugene, who is a 3-time state placer and actually now a 4-time state placer, and in his first finals match, Stanley in the blue and white singlet of Cottage Grove, Saldana in the black with red trim from McLaughlin. Saldana quickly in on the leg of Stanley. And the scramble in the middle of the mat. Stanley still trying to work his way around. Saldana, though, gets the takedown. Stanley tries to switch out. Works his way back to his feet. Now gets in on a leg of his own. Tries to dump Saldana to the mat. Now tries catching the head. Saldana, though, still has that leg. Trips Stanley back to the mat. 2-0 in favor of Saldana. 1:24 remaining in the first period. Josh Stanley from Cottage Grove is the #1 ranked wrestler in this weight class. Saldana from McLaughlin, ranked #2. Stanley was 4th at 130 as a freshman, 5th at 135 as a sophomore, and 3rd at 145 last year. Francisco Saldana, 6th at 160 pounds as a junior. There in the middle of the mat, Stanley trying to work his way free from his feet. Driven out of bounds by the McLaughlin wrestler. The referee, Dave Wilson, calling it there. Go back to the mat, 1:02 remaining in the first period. Josh Stanley, coached at Cottage Grove by Bill Thompson and Chris Joyce. Bo Chester, Lance Bullock, John Zerba, the coaches at McLaughlin. Stanley now, once again on his feet, trying to work his way out. A stalling warning called against Saldana there at the edge of the mat. Basically saying that Saldana was just holding on at the edge of the mat. Quickly back to the feet of Stanley, pushes Saldana away, scores the escape at 40 seconds to go. It's now 2-1. Saldana in again on that leg. Now in on a double leg. Stanley, though, works his way, tries to sprawl out, back to his feet. Saldana doing a good job of staying in bounds right until that point right there. 15 seconds to go in the first period. Saldana leading in this 160-pound match, 2-1. Stanley now keeping his distance, but that's where the first period will end, 2-1 in favor of Francisco Saldana from McLaughlin. Saldana will go down to begin the second period. To get to this point, he pinned Ismael Rubio of Phoenix in the first round, defeated Braden Calder of Philomath 3-1 in the quarterfinals, and defeated Chase Anderson from Mazama 10-8 in this morning's semifinals. Stanley now trying to tilt, had the wrist, but for just a moment, not able to get him over. He got to this final, defeating Tyler Hertel of Baker 15-4 in the first round, winning by technical foul over Jordy Blower of North Bend in the quarters. Defeated Harmon Heater from Henley 3-1 in overtime in the semifinals. Stanley still the top wrestler here, riding out the first 30 seconds of this second period. 2-1 in favor of Saldana this time. Saldana now works his way to his feet, scores the escape. We're at 3-1. Now Stanley in on double leg. Saldana sprawls. They go out of bounds. We'll go back to the center. 1:05 remaining in the second period. Two wrestlers work their way to the edge once again. Now Saldana in on the shot, on the single, but out of bounds they go. We're still at 3-1. Two wrestlers keeping a safe distance work their way back to the middle. 35 seconds remain. Stanley now in on the leg. Takes Saldana to his hip, scores the takedown. Josh Stanley ties this match up. We're at 3-3. Trying now to control the leg and does. Take Saldana down to the mat. He's got that leg securely in. Trying to do the crossbody ride, pulls up on the left arm. Saldana, though, trying to work his way to his feet. 5 seconds remain here in the second period. Stanley again tries that tilt, and we're out of bounds, but that's the end of the second period. This one is all knotted up at 3-3. Stanley will have the choice to begin the third period. And he will be down to begin this period. Stanley quickly to his feet and out. Out in 3 seconds, takes a 4-3 lead in this match.
145 pounders, you need to be in your placement chairs.
The wrestler's out on the edge. Saldana is going to wander back to the middle of the mat. 1:40 to go in the third period. Josh Stanley from Cottage Grove leading 4-3. You can watch the replay of tonight's championships anytime on demand and at OSAA.tv. Saldana now in on the single leg. Scooting around behind Stanley, no takedown scored yet. Trying to take him down to his hip. No success yet. Stanley still defending. Saldana unable to come around behind. Stanley works back to his feet. But Saldana tries the lift. Still no takedown yet. There it is. 2 points takedown for Saldana. 55 seconds remaining in the match. He takes a 5-4 lead. Wrestlers go out of bounds. 5-4.
Saldana
49 seconds remaining in this third period. We are 5-4 at this point, and we're going to have some quick blood time here. If you would like, folks, you can order your souvenir DVDs of tonight's championships online anytime at prepfilms.com. This is actually injury time that's being counted against Josh Stanley and not blood time, so it'll be a minute and a half and not 5 minutes. Looks like he'll be fine to continue the match. Grabs the headgear, heads back out to the center. And we're back ready to go 49 seconds in the third period, 5-4. Francisco Saldana from McLaughlin leading the match. Stanley quickly to his feet, gets loose, and we're tied once again, 5-5. 40 seconds remaining. And out of bounds they go. Serious coaching going on in both corners here. Saldana in on the shot. Nothing there. Now Stanley works his way forward, has the leg. Oh, the referee calls them out of bounds. 25 seconds to go. That was a close one. Still tied, 5-5. "15 seconds now remaining in this third period. 5-5. Again, the shot by Saldana drives them both out of bounds. "10 seconds remaining. It looks like this one could be headed to overtime. And that's exactly where we are. Overtime. The first overtime period, 1 minute. The first score wins the match. Two wrestlers again tied up in the middle. Little change of elevation by Saldana. Stanley now tries for a couple of throws. Good action on the mat. 39 seconds remaining in this first overtime period. Stanley in on the leg. Drives it forward. Dumps Saldana to the mat. Takedown. Josh Stanley of Cottage Grove wins this match. 7-5 in overtime. 4-time state placer Josh Stanley has his first championship. Got in on the single, drove Saldana to the mat in overtime and wins the match, 7-5. Folks, we'll be back in just a moment. You are watching OSAA.tv.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right things.
Forrester. On mat 2, your 4A state place winners.
The place winners at 145 pounds are up on the award stand, being presented by Charlie Anthony. Max Maeda of Ontario, the junior, in 6th place at 145. Travis Thompson of Banks, a freshman, finishing 5th. Alex Urea, another freshman from Crook County, placing 4th place. Zach Trask, the senior from Philomath High School, 3rd place. Ryan Dozler, the senior from Cascade, in 2nd place. And Eleazar DeLuca, 3-time state champion, the senior from Phoenix High.
Won your 5A state placers in 6th place from Hood River Valley, Cesar Zara.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Moving on to mat number 5 in the 6A division. Welcome, please, 170-pounders, Jake Finnan.
The 170-pounders will be next up on the mat. Here we'll have Tucker Cook from Tillamook. He is a senior. And his opponent, Tyler Howe, a junior from Cascade. And since Cascade's on the mat, we'll talk about the team scores again here momentarily. At this point in time, Henley, with their 4 wins in the finals, is at 185.5 points. Cascade, though, has wrestlers in the next 2 matches. Long story short, Cascade has to win both of these matches to win the state championship. Tucker Cook, 4th in the state last year. He is from Tillamook High School, where he's coached out there by Lonnie Eggert, Jamie Dixon, Rex Metcalf, and Lee Harper. He was 4th, in fact, at 171 pounds, was actually forced to lose a pound between his junior and senior years to wrestle in this weight class. And, of course, I'm talking about Tyler Howe, actually, who was 4th at 171 last year. Tucker Cook was 4th at 152 last year. Gotten a little bigger. We're at 1 minute and 5 seconds in the first period. No score in the match. Tyler Howe, 29-1 on the year. His only loss coming in the finals of the Research tournament held 2 weeks ago. Tucker Cook, 26-2, has lost only 2 matches. One to a Grants Pass wrestler and the other to Josh Stanley, who we just saw in the last match. So the wrestlers lock up at the edge. Tyler Howe trying the fireman's carry takedown, has the leg. Tucker Cook, though, holds on for dear life. They're still on the edge of the mat. Out of bounds they go. And we're still no score. 35 seconds to go in the first period. Referee Keith Grunberg calling them out of bounds. Tyler Howe has a nasty-looking injury over his right eye. We saw that at the regional tournament last week. He's got a huge bandage over his right eye. Looks just like a wrestler, if you ask me.
No score on mat number 2 between Tillamook.
10 seconds now remaining in the first period. We are still scoreless at 170 pounds. And that's where we'll end the first period with no score. To make it to this match, the number 1 seed Tucker Cook beat Jesse Kuntz of Sayusla by technical fall in the first round. Pinned Sam Pearson of Baker in the quarterfinals and won a 15-6 decision over James Simmons from Douglas High in the semis. Tyler Howe, the number 3 seed, pinned Braulio Morales of Ontario in the first round. Pinned Luke Mills of Scappoose in the quarters and won an 8-2 decision over A.J. Prom from Gladstone in the semis. And he starts the second period in the down position. The coaches at Tillamook, Lonnie Eggert, Jamie Dixon, Rex Metcalf, and Lee Harper. Tyler Howe at Cascade, coached by Jason and Casey Lovell, Ken Bledsoe, and Scott and Bob Bazard. And he is to his feet. We're going to pay the escape there. Answer? Maybe. Yes, there it is. 1 point escape. Tyler Howe scores the first point of the match. 1:45 to go in the second period.
4-0 for Austin Tolman of Vail.
Two wrestlers locked up at the edge. Now Cook going in on a leg, gets thrown to his back by Tyler Howe. Howe will get 2 for the takedown. He's going to get 3 more back points, a 5-point move at the minimum. Cook works his way to a base, but it's 3 points near fall, 6-0. Now the score with 50 seconds remaining in the second period. We're back in the middle. Cook on the bottom. Tries to Granby roll out. The way to defend that's just to kind of roll with it, which is exactly what Howe did. Now, that looks a little painful, driving your head into somebody's arm like that. Now gets the arm back around behind. From here, Cook works his way to his feet. Howe is going to stay behind, controlling the wrist, and of course gets dinged for stalling. And then Cook gets the escape. We're at 10 seconds in the second period, 6-1 the score. Tyler Howe has had a big period here. We started this period scoreless. He got the 5-point move, throwing to the back. And now that nasty eye injury. Thought it was bleeding. It's not. The referee's happy with what he sees, and we'll bring it back to the center. 8 seconds to go in the second period. And the second period's over. 6-1 in favor of Tyler Howe.
6-1 in favor.
Tucker Cook will start the third period in the bottom position.
20-8 in favor of Brunson down on mat number 1.
Up, we've got a false start caution. It was seen by the second referee. Saw that foot kick back. That's a false start. On the third one of those, points are awarded to the opponent.
This might be the first time in this tournament.
Cook quickly works his way to his feet. Needs to get away, and there it is, 6-2 now the score. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. Once again, Cascade has to have this win if they want any chance at being the state team champions this year. Tyler Howe's going to have to hold on for another minute and a half. And then Cascade will need a win in the next match. And now a stalling warning against Howe. That is his second one. Another point to Tucker Cook. Makes it 6-3. Cook shoots at the leg. He's done this once before. It happened. He almost got thrown to his back a second time. Tyler Howe scores another takedown. 8-3 is now the score. Tyler Howe riding this match out. There's 45 seconds to go. Cook works his way to his feet. Howe just doesn't want to stand there. He's going to get called for stalling again if he does. Now he's at least got Cook down to the mat, but they work their way out of bounds. 33 seconds to go. We are at 8-3. Cook tries to roll out. Howe lets it go. Picks him up on the back, on the way back. Now Cook on his feet again. Howe trying to throw him backwards. Now throws him forwards and out of bounds. 21 seconds remain in this 170-pound final. 8-3 is the score. Again, Cook tries that rolling move. Hasn't worked before. Didn't work that time either. 10 seconds to go, and Tyler Howe's going to do his part to try and help Cascade win a team title in 2012 in the 4A. We've got 4 seconds to go. The score is 8-3. And the roll fails to work one more time, and Tyler Howe does what he has to do. He had to win this match for the Cougars to have a chance to win the team title, and he did just that, winning the 170-pound final 8-3. You are watching OSAA.tv.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab store.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you've stopped...
And the 152-pound champions are up on the award stand. Let's introduce them real fast. 6th place was Tyler Rockwood, a senior from Crook County High School. Aaron Boatwright, a junior from Mazama, the 5th place winner. 4th place went to Michael Hill, a senior from Philomath High. Seth Sotelo, a senior from Hidden Valley High School, was 3rd place. The 2nd place winner, Cole McGann, a senior from Malala High. And Ryan Bullock, a senior from McLaughlin High out in Milton Freewater, the champion at 152 pounds.
And your 5A 152-pound state champion from Hermiston, Abraham Rodriguez.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
1A state champion from Culver, Jesus Bretano. Your 3A place winners on mat 3, presented by Mr. Steve Woods. In 6th place from Willamina, Michael Stewart. 5th place from Willamina, Trevor Hunt. 4th place from Myrtle Point, Bradley Rains. 3rd place from Burns, Matson Haley. 2nd place from Nissa, Robert DeLeon. And your 3A 152-pound state champion from Clyde High School, Luke O'Connor.
Okay, folks, this is the most important match in the entire team tournament in the 4A division. It's the last wrestler for Henley, the last wrestler for Cascade. We'll put those team points up there in just a moment. Long story short, whoever wins this match, that's the team that's going to win the title here. Henley is at 185.5 points. Cascade is at 183. And these two wrestlers, as it should be, are returning state champions doing battle on the mat. Cody Crawford, a junior from Cascade, was the 160-pound state champion last year. Philip Morgan from Henley was the 189-pound state champion last year. Crawford, a junior, in the red ankle bands. Philip Morgan is a sophomore. He is in the green ankle bands. The winner takes all match at 182 pounds. And these two guys have wrestled once before this year. It was in the semis at the Research Tournament of Champions, and Cody Crawford of Cascade won that match by technical fall. And Cody Crawford in on a shot on the legs, gets the toes down. They are out of bounds, called out of bounds by Jim Phillips, our referee for this match. Crawford quickly gets on the head, gets behind, wraps the leg around, and Morgan goes down. Cody Crawford of Cascade scores the first takedown. He was also a state placer as a freshman at 140 pounds. He's now got the legs in. He's elevating that right leg, trying to tilt Morgan over, but out of bounds they go. We're at 120 in the first period. Cody Crawford of Cascade leading this match 2-0. Cody Crawford has only lost 2 matches the entire season, and both of those 2 matches were to the guy wrestling 2 mats down from him, Brandon Griffin from Sprague, who is going for his 4th state championship this year. Philip Morgan has also lost to Griffin once, and once to Cody Crawford. Crawford still has the leg in. He's pushing down on the head, trying to tilt Morgan over. Has what's called a force half. Those legs in. Still not able to get the tilt. He's trying to, and we are at a stalling warning against the bottom wrestler. Morgan warned for stalling. Got a pretty good grip on that right leg, and he's trying to work that over forward. Trying to force the upper body over. There's a lot of pressure again on the lower back there. That's a big young man putting all that weight on the lower back. It's got to hurt. Crawford now moves further up, still trying to tilt Morgan over. Trying to push that head forward and pull the body over. No back points scored yet, and that'll where the first period will end. 2-0. Crawford of Cascade leading in the match. Morgan will defer. Crawford going down to begin the second period. His path to the finals as the number 1 seed started with a fall against Gabe Whitlatch of Tillamook in the first round, a fall of CJ Paxton of Brookings in the quarterfinals, and he pinned Chance Yucatan of Sweet Home in the semis. In fact, this is the first time Cody Crawford has wrestled in the second period in this tournament. He's got a quick escape. Quickly behind, down goes Morgan. Morgan still has the leg though, so no takedown paid yet. Still no points. Philip Morgan from Henley pinned Ari Bryant of Lapine in the first round. Beat Zach Soto of Cascade 12-0 in the quarters, and in the semifinals this morning won by technical fall against Garrett Searcy of Lapine. Still no takedown paid yet. There it is. 2 points for Crawford at 1:20 to go in the second period. He now leads in this match 5-0. Morgan still has hold of that ankle of Crawford's. And we're going to go stalemated from there. Morgan will be down. Morgan unable to go anywhere at the start at the whistle. Keeping Crawford from putting that leg in again though. Crawford trying to flatten Morgan out. Morgan not giving that position up though. So Crawford goes to work on the wrist. Tries once again to put in that leg. Morgan uses that opportunity to grab the ankle, but now Crawford has the other arm. There's the back points. Morgan tilted to his back by Cody Crawford. 2 points at the moment for those back points. And that's what Crawford's been trying to do the whole match. He got the back points there. It's 2 back points. He has a 7-0 lead with 15 seconds remaining in the second period. And the referee calls a stalemate once again. We're back to the referee's position. Crawford going to ride this second period out, and he'll end it with a 7-0 lead. And he'll have the choice for the third period. Or Morgan will have the choice. Not sure he would want to choose down. He does not choose down. He's going to put them both on their feet to begin the third period. Again, the coaches at Cascade, Jason and Casey Lovell, Scott and Bob Bizard, Pete Lucas, Chris Henry, Ron Bresser and Dan Vandehey, the coaches at Henley. Crawford now in on the leg, tries to get Morgan, but they go out of bounds. 1:35 remaining in this match, 7-0 the score. And there, Crawford quickly works his way behind. Needs to get at least the hands down to the mat. There they are, 2 points, takedown. Cody Crawford at Cascade leading in this match, 9-0. Again, Morgan kind of going into a shell, does not want those legs to go back in again. Here it comes though. The legs are in. Cody Crawford continuing to ride this out in the middle of the mat. Again, a stalling warning on Morgan. That's another point for Crawford. We're at 10-0 now with 30 seconds remaining in this 182-pound final. Morgan still making very little effort to get up, and now Crawford, who's making very little effort to do anything on top either, is warned for stalling. That's his first warning. 10-0 the score, 20 seconds to go. Crawford works out to the side. Nothing going for Philip Morgan though. And Cody Crawford of Cascade is going to be now a 2-time state champion. He's going to be the winner at 182, and the Cascade Cougars have taken a team point lead that they cannot lose. Cascade is going to be your team champions in the 4A for 2012, thanks to the 10-0 victory by Cody Crawford. 5 team points go to Cascade in that match. That's going to bump them up to 188. Henley at 185.5, and that is where it's going to end up. Neither team has a wrestler remaining in this tournament. Congratulations to Jason Lovell and his staff at Cascade for their championship, and congratulations to Cody Crawford, the 182-pound 4A state wrestling champion. You are watching OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
30 seconds.
Should have pinned him. I thought he had him.
The 160-pounders are up on the award stand. Here's who they are. Sixth place winner, Chase Anderson, a freshman from Mazama. Harmon Heater, a sophomore from Henley, in fifth place. Fourth place, Dean Smith, a junior from Crook County. Cody Branch from Staten, a junior, in third place. Senior Francisco Saldana from McLaughlin High in second place. And Josh Stanley, a senior from Cottage Grove, is your champion at 160 pounds.
Randy Hecker from Les Schwab, please come to this table. Randy Hecker from Les Schwab, please come to this table. $195 in the 6A division.
195. Try again. 195 pounders are next up on the mat. We'll have Wade Paulus, a junior from Sweet Home, who'll be in the green ankle bands. And Bo Groff from Sutherland High School, located just north of Roseburg. He is a junior. They are wrestling in this 195-pound championship. Wade Paulus, the number 1 seed, was here last year. He was 3rd in the state. That was at 189 pounds. For Bo Groff of Sutherland, this is actually his first time at the state tournament. These boys are both regional champions. Paulus from Sweet Home, like I said, 3rd in the state last year. Also wrestled in that Reesers Tournament of Champions, where he was the runner-up. Coached by Steve Thorpe, Steve Hummer, and Tim Boatwright at Sweet Home. Bo Groff from Sutherland won his district and regional tournaments, coached by Coach Martz and Coach Miguel down at Sutherland. We're at 1:15 now in a scoreless first period. Wrestlers kind of feeling each other out at the moment. Michael Payne is our referee for this match. These two wrestlers have not met during the course of the year. Not much in the way of an actual shot yet. As the wrestlers get bigger, they tend to go at the legs less and less. It's a less successful tactic by and large. Wade Paulus now working on the head a little bit, and Groff, in fact, warned for stalling. Groff in the blue Sutherland singlet with the red knee pads. Wade Paulus wearing the white with the green and yellow trim of the Sweet Home Huskies. 25 seconds to go in a scoreless first period. Out of bounds they go. Both of these wrestlers are juniors. They'll be back wrestling again next year, we hope. Another warning call against Groff, and that's the first point of the match given to Wade Paulus. 2 stalling calls in the first period. Let's see if that increases Groff's activity level at all. They now lock up at the edge, and that's going to be it for the first period. Wade Paulus of Sweet Home with a 1-0 lead. Bo Groff will choose to go down here to begin the second period. He made his way to the final by defeating Travis Martin of Tillamook 11-1 in the first round. Beat Mitch Kenzie of Staten 6-3 in the quarterfinals. Won his semifinal this morning against Bubba Brown of Banks by an 8-5 decision. Wade Paulus from Sweet Home pinned Juan Lopez of Ontario in the first round. Beat Drake Dow of Henley 6-5 in the quarterfinals and pinned Zach Olander of North Bend in this morning's semifinals. Groff has worked his way to his feet, thrown back down to the mat by Paulus. You see that Bo Groff is wearing a cap. There are rules against the length of hair that a wrestler is allowed to have, and if it is past that length, the wrestler either gets a on-the-spot haircut by whoever has scissors or wears a cap over the top, which is what Bo has chosen to done. And he has escaped while we're at it, got away at the edge. This match is now tied at 1-1 with 1:20 to go in the second period. Out of bounds they go once again. Now Groff in on the leg of Wade Paulus. They work their way to the edge. He tries to trip. No points scored there. Out of bounds go the wrestlers. 1 minute to go in the second period. And once again, out of bounds the wrestlers go. Right back to that wrist. Again, Paulus went over the top. Groff in on the leg though. Dumps Paulus to the mat, but Paulus squirms around behind, wins the scramble, gets the takedown, and we're at 3-1 now in favor of Wade Paulus of Sweet Home. Both of these wrestlers also are dual sport athletes, both very good running backs for their respective football teams. First team all-league running backs, both of them actually. Bo Groff trying to come around behind. There are 13 seconds left in the period. Scores the reversal. We are tied at 3-3. Still has the leg. Works his way up, and he's going to ride this second period out with the match tied 3-3 as we go to the third period of this 195-pound final. Paulus ranked number 1 in the state by the Oregon Wrestling Forum. Bo Groff is ranked 4th. Paulus starting the third period in the down position. Just needs to get his leg free to score this escape. Groff, though, drives him back down to the mat. Still has the leg. Isn't able to do much with it, though. And, in fact, Paulus now has Groff's ankle. See how much longer the referee lets this one go on before the stalemate is called. Paulus now still has the leg, but Groff still the top wrestler here. And works his way back behind, drives Paulus back to the mat. And out of bounds. We'll go back to the middle, 107. Remaining in the third period, this match is tied at 3-3. Paulus now tries to sit out. Groff able to scramble behind though. Again, elevates the leg. Trying now to tilt from there, unable to do so. Now Groff comes out to the side. There are 35 seconds remaining in the third period here. Bo Groff still trying to ride this period out and get this match into overtime. Paulus now coming up. No, Bo Groff able to get him back down onto the mat. 15 seconds to go in this third period. Out of bounds they go. We're at 13 seconds. Quickly, Paulus to his feet. Tackled back down to the mat by Groff. Now Paulus turns towards him. He's on his feet. Tries to throw over the top. Groff ends up the better of that scramble. We're in overtime. Yeah, 195 pounds. It's 3-3. We've got a one-period first score wins match here. Again, Groff going in a little bit. Now Paulus in on a shot. Groff sprawls, goes behind, scores the takedown. In an upset, Bo Groff of Sutherland in his first state tournament is the state champion at 195 pounds, scoring a 5-3 overtime decision over Wade Paulus from Sweet Home. Bogroff of Sutherland, your champ at 195. You are watching OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said, "Come on in." They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn. There you go. And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
For those of you who are with us online, we've got a match down at the far end of the arena that's still only in the second period, so it's going to be a couple of minutes before we get to the awards.
York from Hillsborough now leading 12-3, and he cuts it away.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
And it looks like that match just ended down there, so we'll be back live here in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, drawing your attention to the award stands for the place winners at 170 pounds. At mat 5, the 6A winners. In 6th place from Grants Pass, Chad Lowe. In 5th place from Grants Pass, Ryan Sheen. 4th place from North Medford, Reed Shipley. 3rd place from West Lynn, Ryan Harmon. 2nd place from Marlow, Jacob Childs. And your 6A 170-pound state champion from Forest Grove, Jake Bennett. Your 2A 1A placers on mat 4 in 4th place. From Culver, Ivan Galen. In 3rd place from Central Land, Caleb Gilbert. In 2nd place from Lowell, Nico Cash. And your 2A 1A 170-pound state champion from Pine Eagle, Kip Miller.
You got an early pin you had to fill until the start of the next.
Place winners on mat 3 from 3A. 6th place from Willamina, Tyler Height. In 5th place from Road River, Andrew Smith. 4th place from Glide, Michael Farley. In 3rd place from Coquille, Cy Yates. In 2nd place from Nissa, Alex Cisneros. And your 3A 170-pound state champion from Vale High School, Austin Tallman.
The 170-pound place winners are on the award stand. Let's introduce them to you here. 6th place winner was a senior from Scappoose, Luke Mills. AJ Prom, a senior from Gladstone, ended up in 5th place. Sam Pearson, a senior from Baker High School, in 4th place. James Simmons, a junior from Douglas, in 3rd place. Tucker Cook, a senior from Tillamook, ended up 2nd place. And Tyler Howe, the junior from Cascade, your state champ at 170 pounds.
In 6th place from Ben Gunnar Crawford. In 5th place from Pendleton, Alex Ortiz. 4th place from Lebanon, Daniel Aranda. 3rd place from Summit, Joaquin Reyes. 2nd place from Silverton, Quinn Dreyer. And ladies and gentlemen, for the 4th time in Oregon, at 170 pounds, your state champion from Churchill, Zach Brunson.
Bringing on the 220-pounders on mat number 1, Steely Smith of West Albany.
The 220-pounders will be next up here on our mat. Travis Williams, the number 1 ranked 220 in the 4A, a senior from Madras High in the red singlet with the blue and white trim, will be wrestling Sonny Tupua, a senior from Sayusla High in Florence, Oregon. Travis Williams was the runner-up in this weight class last year. Sonny Tupua was in 3rd place in this weight class. These two wrestlers have met twice before. Both times Travis Williams coming out on top. Last year's semifinals, Williams won 12-2. And at the Cottage Grove Invitational earlier this year, Williams pinned Sonny Tupua in the semifinals of that tournament. Sonny Tupua, Sayusla, coached out there by Neil Wartnick and Stacker Buss. Travis Williams at Madras, coached by Ron Oliver, Sean Smith, and Jeremy DuPont. And Tupua loses balance, goes down. Still, Travis Williams able to get the takedown, kept his feet in bounds, and Williams of Madras scores the first 2 points of this match with 1:22 remaining in the first period. Williams, Tupua to his feet. Williams returns him to the mat twice with some amplitude there. Brought him down safely, though. Travis Williams is a very strong young man.
With a quick fall on mat number 4 and is in the championship.
Williams has lost one match on the year. That match was also at Cottage Grove. He lost to David Henry of Oakland, who just won the 2A championship. Sonny Tapua has lost one match on the year, and that was to Travis Williams, who continues to lead with 35 seconds remaining in the first period, 2-0 the score. Williams now gets that arm behind the back, tries to come around the front to tilt the head over. Tapua, though, makes it to his feet. Williams, though, changes to the front headlock. Tapua throws him off and out of bounds. That's how you get an escape, folks. Throw your opponent right off of you and out of bounds with 16 seconds to go. We're at 2-1 in the first period of this 220-pound final. And we're going to end this first period with that same 2-1 score. Travis Williams made it to the finals by pinning Cody Small of Cascade in his first round match. Pinned Trevor Dara of Mazama in the quarterfinals. Won a 5-3 decision this morning over Andrew Piper from Elmira. Sonny Tapua defeated Trevor Rasmussen of Cook County 15-5 in the first round. Beat Tyler Lehman of Cottage Grove 7-3 in the quarterfinals. Defeated Gabriel Gonzalez of Ontario 6-4 in the semis. He chose down to begin this period. Williams again forcing the action from the top. He's got that wrist. Tapua now not out of bounds yet. Now the referee, Tony Jones, calls them out of bounds. 1:28 remaining in the second period, 2-1 in favor of Williams from Madras. And once again, the wrestler's out of bounds. 1:16 remaining. 2-1 is the score. Williams continuing to ride in the center of the mat. Doesn't have the leg in, now trying for the cradle. Nothing there. Still working on that wrist ride. Now trying to go 2-on-1 on that wrist. Tilt Tapua over. We were talking about good running backs in that 195-pound match. Well, we've got another one here. Sonny Tapua was actually a first-team All-State running back in football. Sayuslav made it to the state finals in that sport. Right now, though, with 20 seconds to go in the second period, it's Travis Williams from Madras who still has that 2-1 lead, has the upper hand. He's ridden out this entire period. Tapua not even making it to his feet, perhaps but just once. Williams is going to ride this second period out and take that 2-1 lead into the third period. Probably will choose, and does, chooses down to start the third period. Folks, you can watch the replay of tonight's championship anytime on demand at OSAA.tv. Travis Williams trying to work his way to his feet. Now switches out, and he's gotten free, and we're at 3-1 with 1:35 remaining in the third period. Two wrestlers work at the edge of the mat. And out they go. 1:14 remains. 3-1 in favor of Travis Williams. Number one ranked 220 in the 4A in the state. Sonny Tapua ranked number 3. A warning now given to Tapua. Two wrestlers in the center of the mat. 3-1 after the Williams escape. Tapua tries to throw, nothing doing there. We have 25 seconds remaining in this third period. Travis Williams of Madras holding on to a 3-1 lead. Forces Tapua out of bounds once again. Tapua in on a double leg. Williams throws him through. Tapua sprawls out of bounds. We're at 10 seconds to go. Williams is going to hold that front headlock for all it's worth. We're at 8 seconds left. 3-1 the score. Once again, Tapua going in, but Williams blocks. Tapua trying one more time, but 3, 2, 1, that's going to be it. And Travis Williams of Madras, the senior, moves up one spot on the podium. Second last year, first this year. He is your state champion in the 4A at 220 pounds with a 3-1 victory. You are watching OSAA.tv. We'll be right back.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab store.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
182-pound champion from Riverside, Britton Hanson.
And the award winners at 182 pounds are up on the award stand. Chance Yucatan from Sweet Home, the senior, 6th place at 182. CJ Paxton, a junior from Brookings Harbor High School, was 5th place. Zach Soto, a senior from Cascade, in 4th place at 182. Garrett Searcy, a senior from Lapine, the 3rd place winner. Philip Morgan, the sophomore from Henley, the 2nd place winner at 182. Cody Crawford, a junior from Cascade, your state champ in the 4A at 182 pounds.
Second place from Sandy Manning Dickinson. And your Friday 182-pound state champion from West Albany, Riker Smith. Your 68th place winners are at number 5, 182 pounds, 6th place from Century, Chris Lindholm. In 5th place from Tualatin, Connor Shield. In 4th place from Hillsborough, Troy Jackson. In 3rd place from Roseburg, Andrew Wheaton. In 2nd place from Crater, Chance Bondrich. And ladies and gentlemen, a 4-time state champion from Sprague High School, Brandon Griffin.
And the 285-pound weight class, on mat number 5 in the 6A division, Mark Randall of Rose.
The 285's out on the mat. The last match of the evening. Samiz Tonga Kofe, a sophomore from Roosevelt, will be facing defending state champion Kyle Smith, a senior from Elmira High School. Samiz Kofe, the sophomore, is a district and regional champion and is on the all-state rugby team at Roosevelt. He is ranked number 4 in the state with a 17-2 record. Kyle Smith, the senior from Elmira, is undefeated on the season. In fact, he has only wrestled out of the first period once this entire year. And that was at the regional finals last week. Kyle Smith is in the gray singlet with the purple trim. He will be in the red ankle bands. Kofe in the white singlet with the yellow trim. He will have the green ankle bands on. Samiz Kofe, coached at Roosevelt by Donnie McPherson and Gabe Nunez. Scott Shannon and Justin Peeler, the coaches at Elmira. We said Kyle Smith won this tournament last year. Won every match by fall there, and he is a much taller wrestler than Kofe. Again, with the hair cap. He will be going to Portland State on a football scholarship in the fall. First team all-state lineman with Elmira.
Teams, you are reminded that after the awards for the
Two wrestlers battle, staying in the middle of the mat.
awards, teams, be ready. We will read all the names. Teams, be ready at your perspective mat.
Making a little attempt there at the leg is Smith.
Awards on the mat that is currently your division size.
One minute gone now in the first period. No score yet in this 285-pound final. Smith trying to get Kofe up out of his stance. Kofe having nothing of it, though. Staying in a good wrestling stance. .40 seconds to go in a scoreless first period. Kofe now had a leg there for just a moment. Smith easily breaking out from that, though. 15 seconds remaining in the first period. It's still scoreless here between Smith and Kofe. And that's how that first period will end. And for only the second time all year, Kyle Smith of Elmira has to wrestle the second period. He got to this final by pinning Mike Skidmore of Henley in the first round. He pinned Jason Williams of Crook County in the quarterfinals and won by forfeit in the semis against his teammate Dylan Helland. Samiz Kofe made his way to the final, beating Kalen Stark of Cascade 5-3 in the first round, defeated Stephen Charbonneau of Phoenix 7-0 in the quarterfinals, and beat Zach Gill of Sweet Home 8-4 in this morning's semifinals. Smith is to his feet. He's back up, throws Kofe to the mat. That's going to be a reversal. 2 points for Kyle Smith. Correction, it looks like our referee, Vince Frincy, has scored that an escape and a takedown, and that'll make it 3-0. Smith puts that weight now on Samiz Kofe, who's able to build his way back to a base. And now with the half Nelson, almost able to get Kofe over. Forcing the head down with that left hand, trying to get that half Nelson in. Now switches sides to the other side with that forced half. Trying to lever that head right over. Kofe hanging in there well in the middle of the mat. We're at 3-0, 50 seconds remaining in the second period. Once again, trying to walk that arm over. Kofe rolls into it, which is the defense. And able to hold that one off as well. 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Kyle Smith of Elmira leading this match 3-0. He's got that half forced in once again. Not able to roll over the young man from Roosevelt High. 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. And that's where it's going to end with a 3-0 score. Kofe will have the choice to begin the third period. He's going to choose not to have Smith on him for another minute and 45 seconds. They will be on their feet to begin the third period. Two wrestlers work for inside position in the middle of the mat. And now Smith tries the trip on Kofe unsuccessfully. .120 remaining in this final period. 3-0. Kyle Smith of Elmira leading in the 285-pound 4A finals. Smith now with control of that arm, trying to straighten Kofe up. Unable to do so though. 45 seconds remaining in the match. 3-0. Kyle Smith of Elmira with the lead. Kofe now has got his hands around. Throws Smith by. Unable to do anything with it. And Smith breaks that. Pushes Kofe away. We're at 25 seconds to go in this finals. Kyle Smith of Elmira with a 3-0 lead. Kofe has to try something, and Smith is just going to dance away, not do anything dumb, and win his second consecutive 285-pound 4A state championship. 5 seconds to go. And Kyle Smith of Elmira completes an undefeated season with a state championship at 285 pounds in the 4A division with a 3-0 victory over Samiz Kofe of Roosevelt. Fine way to complete our evening of wrestling here on the 4A mat with the referee raising the wrong man's hand momentarily. Gets it right though, and it's Kyle Smith of Elmira, your champion at 285 pounds. Folks, you are watching OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said, "Come on in." They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the 195-pound place winners. Mat 3, the 3A. In sixth place from Jervis, Ricky Mamatia Diaz. In fifth place from Jervis, Matt Martin. In fourth place from Walport, Bray Syverson. In third place from Lakeview, Tony Frank. In second place from San Am Christian, Cody Monzi. And a giant happy birthday to your 195-pound state champion from Nissa, Sebastian Sanchez.
And the 195-pound award winners are up there on the award stand. Let's introduce them to you real quick. The sixth place winner, Zach Olander, a senior from North Bend. Bubba Brown, a senior from Banks, ended up in fifth place. The fourth place winner, Drake Dow, a senior from Henley High School. Mitch Kenzie of Staten is a senior. He ended up in third place. Wade Paulus, the junior from Sweet Home, the second place winner. And Bo Groff of Sutherland, your champion at 195.
5A state placers on Mat 1. In sixth place from Sandy, Jeremy Funk. In fifth place from Sherwood, Ryan Jerkins. In fourth place from Mountain View, Trevor Roberts. Third place from Ashland, Mason Montgomery. In second place from West Albany, Jackson Soto. And your 5A 195-pound state champion from Wilson High School, Brian Wojan. Your 6A placers on Mat 5. In sixth place from Canby, Caleb Snodgrass. In fifth place from McNary, Tyler Brown. In fourth place from Southbridge, Trey Johnson. Third place from Roseburg, Selmar Hutchinson III. Second place from Lake Oswego, Austin Fonts. And your 6A 195-pound state champion from Hillsborough, Jacob Torres. 2A 1A placers on Mat 4. In fourth place from Hosanna Christian, Sean Moses.
That's just one, actually.
In third place from Enterprise, Eric Refke. In second place from Fredonia, Brett Bennis. And your 2A 1A state champion from Colburn High School, Justin.
So how many more rounds of presentations? There's one more on the podium and then one more.
220-pound place finishers, please take your places in the chairs opposite your man.
Yeah, or wait.
220-pound state place finishers, please take your
She just was the wrestling coach in Oregon until they got competitive
Eric, stay where you are, I'm sorry.
Two more weight classes.
We're going there. So his...
Keep telling Eric to do things he shouldn't do. He shouldn't
Can
really
you
listen.
believe that? Well, you know how it is.
We'll get it
Everyone
all
wants to
together.
dance these days. So you think he can dance?
Yeah. So that's what? Basketball?
Yeah, two-way basketball.
So his daughter, Kelly, was in my class, grade school.
We might be first.
Junior
We might be
high,
first,
high
sir.
school.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
We have all the 220-pound place finishers.
It doesn't snow in Hood River. Yeah. Great. That's what you want to do, drive it. Nice. Just knocking traffic. Yeah, I thought those 285s are going to be more of a tight battle. But they just stand up the whole time, push each other. Yeah. Some big boys. 285. It's like Phil Beard size.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the award winners for 220 pounds. Mat number 2, the 4A winners in 6th place from Ontario.
The 220-pound award winners are now up on the award stand. The 6th place winner, Gabriel Gonzalez, a junior from Ontario. Andrew Piper, a senior from Elmira, is 5th place. Trevor Dara, a junior from Mazama High School, is in 4th. Dustin Johnson, a senior from Cascade, ended up 3rd. Sonny Tapua, the senior from Sayusla High, in 2nd place. And Travis Williams, a senior from Madras, your champion at 220 pounds.
On that one, the 5A placers in 6th place from Cleveland, Andy Morrison. In 5th place from Dallas, Riley Sight. 4th place from Summit, Caden Olson. In 3rd place from Hood River Valley, Juan Carlos Hernandez. In 2nd place from West Albany, Steely Smith. And your 5A 220-pound state champion from Dallas, Ben Rabishki. 6A placers on mat 5. From Roseburg in 6th place, Ben Gorigolzari. In 5th place from Lake Oswego, Turner Young. In 4th place from Crater, Derek Turaturi. In 3rd place from David Douglas, Cody Patterson. 2nd place from Oregon City, Michael McCoy. And your 6A 220-pound state champion from Barlow High School, Mick Doherty. On mat 4, your 2A 1A state placers. In 4th place from North Lake, Cody Worthington. In 3rd place from Nestucca, Drace Moeller. In 2nd place from Napa, Arashi Pierre. And your 2A 1A 220-pound state champion from Oakland High School, David Henry. Mat 3, your 3A state placers. In 6th place from Jervis, Andrew Garcia. In 5th place from Rainier, Evan Glees. In 4th place from Nissa, Skylar Emery. In 3rd place from Grand Union, Caleb Batiste. In 2nd place from Rogue River, Cody Worthington. And your 3A 220-pound state champion from Dayton, Chancellor Pacheco. 5-pounders, if you move to the awards area, please. Once again, we need all the 285 state
Tiger area?
to the awards area, please.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know much more about it.
I thought it was in Washington.
That was in Veterans. Oh, really?
Your 285-pound state place winners on mat 1, the 5A, presented by Mr. Robert Hungerford. In 6th place from Mountain View, Brian Chapman. 5th place from Pendleton, Sean Van Pelt. 4th place from Springfield, Cody Jancy. 3rd place from Pendleton, PJ Schubert. 2nd place from Eagle Point, Manny Valdivinos. And your 5A 285-pound state champion for the Churchill Lancers, Will Dawson. 6A, Mat 5, in 6th place, presented by Mr. Roger Sales. From Tiger, Eric Franco. In 5th place, from Spray, Max Hollis. In 4th place, from Aloha, Michael Kluge. In 3rd place, from Oregon City, Jared Groner. In 2nd place, from Sheldon, Chet Spears. And your 6A 285-pound champion from Roseburg, Mark Rendell. Your 2A 1A place winners on mat 4, presented by Mr. Masamayaki. In 4th place from Monroe, Zach Bowman. In 3rd place from Gilchrist, Brad Toombs. 2nd place from Riddle, Jacob Jeffries. And your 2A 1A 285-pound state champion from Scio, Josh Perizu. Your 3A place winners on mat 3, presented by Mr. Steve Woods. In 6th place from Vail, Christian Rodriguez. 5th place from Amity, Jarrett Olson. 4th place from Little Myrna, Tommy Cobb. 3rd place from Walford, Christian Houston. 2nd place from Rainier, CJ Osterman. And your 3A 285-pound champion from Grant Union, Jake Batiste. 4A place winners.
The 285-pound place winners are up on the mat now. Try that again. They're on the award stand, actually. The 6th place winner, Jason Williams, a sophomore from Crook County. 5th place, Jason Alvarado, a senior from Ontario. Dylan Helland, a junior from Elmira, ends up 4th place. Zach Gilt, a junior from Sweet Home, the 3rd place winner. Samis Kofe, a sophomore from Roosevelt in Portland, your 2nd place winner. And Kyle Smith, the senior from Elmira, your 2-time state 4A champ at 285.
The OSAA and ODS are proud to recognize the top wrestler in each classification as the ODS Athlete of the Meet. In the 2A 1A division, the Athlete of the Meet Quinn Johnston of Gold Beach. In the 3A division, Walker Gamewood of Blythe. In the 4A division, Zach Bresser of Henley.
Zach Bresser of Henley, the athlete of the meet, the 113-pound champion from Henley.
And in the 6A, Mick Doherty of Barlow High School. Thanks to ODS for sponsoring this program. ODS, where health happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now make the team awards. If we could have all 5 of the mats cleared off, please. We will start. We will start on mat 5 with the 6A 4th place awards. Could we have, please, Sprague High School take the center of the mat with 95 points. Sprague in 4th place. The 6A awards are going to be presented by Miss Wendy Gregory. On the 2A, 1A mat, in 4th place, with 65 points, Crane High School. Crane, the awards being made by Alan Farmer. I'm sorry, Joe Lawson. Crane, anyone from Crane High School, are you there?
Scott Gurney.
There they are.
His crew. They had 4 wrestlers in
On the 3A mat, right in the center.
4th place. It included runner-up at 126 pounds.
Award being presented by Anna Clough. In 4th place, Dayton with 125 points. In the 4A, with 141 points, and the award being presented by Kirk Wyek. A nice hand for Crook County with 141
The 4th place trophy in the 4A team race being presented to Coach Jake Huffman and the Crook County Cowboys. They brought 20 wrestlers to the state tournament. A fine showing, and they end up in 4th place overall.
And the award being presented by Alan Farmer. Welcome, please, Churchill High School with 132.5 points. Back to the 6A mat. Back to the 6A mat. In 3rd place with 101.5 points, Crater High School. And the award again by Wendy Gregory. Crater High School, take the center of the mat. On the 2A, 1A mat. In 3rd place, Gold Beach High School with 68 points. Presented by Joe Lawson. On the 3A mat, and the award by Anna Cole, Glide High School with 143.5 points. Glide High School, take the center. On the 4A mat, taking 3rd place.
The 3rd place team in the 4A team championship, Steve Thorpe and the Sweet Home Huskies end up in 3rd place, 3 points ahead of Crook County.
And on the 5A mat, taking 3rd place, Hermiston High School with 100. 134.5. Mr. Alan Farmer presenting that award on the 5A mat. Back to the 6A mat. Second place, just 1/2 point above third, but second place, David Douglas High School. In second place, in the 2A/1A division, welcome please, Lowell High School.
Second place trophy.
In second place in the 3A division, Willamina with 165 points.
Just coming into frame now is
On the 4A mat, in second place, Henley High School.
The second place team in the 4A this year, Henley. They end up with 185.5 points as they make their way out there onto the mat. Second place in the 4A tournament for 2012.
Pendleton High School, the Buckaroos with 150 points. Pendleton High School.
Four individual champions for Henley tonight as they end up in second place.
Again, please, a nice round of applause for the Roseburg Indians. 237 points. Roseburg dominates the 6A class. On the 2A/1A mat, no change here either. Culver High School, 132 points. On the 3A mat, and no stranger to the championship, welcome back, Nissa with 171 points. The champions in the 4A in a great.
And your 4A champions this year in 2012. It's been a rough year in Turner, Oregon, but a clear bright spot provided by the Cascade Cougars, your 2012 state 4A wrestling champions with 188 points. Congratulations to Jason Lovell and the Cascade Cougars. Folks, the championships are complete. I'm Jeff Drum, and I thank you for joining us. You can check out complete results anytime at osaa.org. You've been watching the OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires Class 4A Wrestling Championships on osaa.tv. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Good working with you guys.
I airheaded on the second to last one. I was mad at him. He got it really pinned, and I'm sitting there and I looked over and oh crap.
What do we have? 3 1-0 matches, or was it 2?
Yeah.
It was at least 2.
Yeah.